Hey! Hello there, awesome peeps! Welcome to a special bready stream and podcasty stream. Hope you're all ready to have a great time with us today and have a little bit of a surprise for all you, a very disgusting surprise. Like I promised, for anyone out there that has been following over on my Twitch stream, I had something called a community goal, where basically people that watch my content, they can donate enough channel points to make something big happen. And it's all meant for the sake of fun, interaction, and entertainment. And since a lot of you really wanted this really disgusting thing of a creation to come to life, which I'm literally holding a bread on a plate with jelly beans on top, and it's nasty. I'm looking at it right now. I promised you guys that I will make the bread and the bread shall deliver. And here I have the bread. And to prove it, I also took a picture so that you all won't deny that this is not truthful. So let me show all the people out there the bread. How disgusting. By the way, this was all your doing and creation, so I hope you're all satisfied. It's gonna be a nightmare for me. I never had such a disgusting thing in my life. Besides the pineapple pizza, but this is on a whole new level, man. But hey, we're gonna doing it. Here it is, everybody. Look at that. Would y'all probably seeing this and be like, whoa, this guy's probably got a screw loose, and I'll tell you what, you are right, because this is a monster. This is not a sandwich. This is a disgrace. So, anyone out there wondering what the hell this is, basically, it's shit on bread. That's exactly what it is. And a disgusting one. So, y'all wanted this to happen, and here it is. I promised, and I will deliver today live on Twitch. And also, I'm going to have a little bit of support from my friends. So, basically, Holsky also gave me a very brilliant idea, which I will say as well during the moment I start taking a bite out of this monster. So, before we do, that is the sandwich, by the way. Hope you all like it. Absolutely deliciously disgusting. That's what it is. Disgusting. So, yeah. Disgusting, very disgusting. Let me also show it over on YouTube as well so they can see it. Pilchi Hero, welcome on in. Thank you so much for joining over on Vertical live stream. Let me show you all as well so you can see it. God damn how nasty this is. It's disgusting, man. That is jelly beans. Just so you know, that is basically brown bread with butter, a little bit of salt and pepper underneath the Parma ham. That is literally Parma ham, like cheddar cheese, and that's jelly beans from, you see the one at the top, which is the Harry Potter Bean Boozle one? Yeah, those are those. Those are the somewhat Bean Boozle-ish from Harry Potter. So they're disgusting. They're not, in fact, most of them, they smell bad. And I literally just grabbed a bunch of every color and I just literally dipped them whole on the bread just to make it even more chaotic and fun. So pray for me that I don't end up getting an absolute explosion in my tum-tum. So this will be fun. So let me get my friends over here so they can give me a little bit of moral support, because this is not normal, man. This is not normal. This is not any normal bread. This is a disgrace. So I'm just gonna get my friends to give me a little bit of moral support before I actually end up smelling like absolute poo-poo. So let me go ahead and get my friendos in here and give me a little bit of moral support so we can do this. Okay, here we go, everybody. Let's say hello to them.
Gray area with walking dead trees or something.
Hello.
Yeah, the Reaping Angels, but the trees. Right?
Hello.
Yeah, I forgot the names as well.
Hello, Nathan.
Guys.
Yeah, enjoy your...
I like it.
I need
it.
I need your assistance. I'm about to devour some bread.
What would you call it?
With ham.
I'm not sure, Alexandria. I don't know what
Cheese.
That is a you problem.
Butter.
Not my problem.
Can someone give me a little bit of words of motivation and actually help me devour this disgrace of a sandwich that I made? Can someone give me some motivation? Can someone give me some motivation?
That's a you problem for choosing to do this.
Actually, wait, you want a bite of my sandwich? Do you want a bite of my sandwich, sir? Would you like a bite of my sandwich? Would you like a bite of my sandwich?
Enjoy your poison.
I have a suggestion.
Enjoy your poison.
Tell me.
Shut up.
Oh my
Nathan, I
goodness.
have a suggestion for you.
What? Wait.
You give me money and you take the sandwich.
Done. Here you go. Here you go. Take the salmon. Just take it away. Take it away, far away from me.
No, you take the sandwich
Take-
and I take the money.
No, fuck no. No, I pay you to eat the damn thing. I pay you to
What's the
here.
deal here? You're
Here.
just taking his money.
Actually, you know what? I'll just give you some brown sauce on it. There you go. I just made it even worse. Bon appetit.
Oh my god.
All right.
Just eat it.
God.
Well,
Come on,
there
eat
you-
it and drop.
Well, my friends
Come
just
on,
gave me
eat it
some
and drop.
motivation, so now I'm gonna have to eat it, do I?
Come on,
Fantastic.
eat it and
Yes,
and
you're gonna have to eat it whether you like it or not.
It's
You
all
put
your
yourself
fault that you have
into
to
it.
eat it, bro.
I'm just gonna close my eyes and eat it with my eyes
Hey,
closed.
Mr. Hero.
Mara,
Hey,
I
I'm just
muted.
gonna close my eyes and eat it with my eyes closed because this is disgusting.
let's go for it already.
That's where we're gonna do it.
You're
It's
still gonna not like
nasty.
it.
First,
okay,
I'm just
come
gonna smell it.
And Black Myth Wukong,
I'm just
none
gonna
of them
smell
now.
it.
And I can tell you what I said anyway.
Oh,
Anyway,
already.
you what I said.
You know what? You know what,
Chat.
chat? Guess what, Chad? I just smelled the bread. It actually doesn't taste like jelly beans. It just tastes like fiber brown bread. So it's not as
What?
bad. But
Just eat it already, Nathan.
what the fuck?
You should, they got it.
Butter,
Yeah, I
butter,
don't have
the
the
butter,
games.
the butter is stuck on the jelly beans on freaking ham and cheese.
But at the moment, it doesn't
Good.
look
Sounds
great. Like,
Please
Everyone.
don't say what is happening.
Nathan, stop
Dad,
commenting on
just
the bread.
eat it
Eat
and
it
slow.
already.
There's literally butter stuck to the beans. It's like
Nathan,
glue.
Nathan,
We have a podcast
It's
to do.
like
Please
glue.
Eat your shit
Other
and
place
do
they
and
go to
continue.
Cook Run.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will eat it. I will take a bite out of it. Oh
That
god.
looks horrible. It looks yummy.
I'm
Yeah.
just
Oh,
gonna
God.
lower the
That's a
volume.
zombie.
Wait. I just took a bite. It was okay. Now I get the
I just
aftertaste
don't
of the beet. Oh god. I got the aftertaste.
I'm starting cooking
Nathan,
run and
if you're gonna
No,
vomit,
just-
vomit on
just
the
go with the
micro,
flow.
on micro, kill it. Just say it.
Just say the
Yeah.
fucking thing.
start somewhere.
Yeah. Man, when you are feeling you're gonna throw up, make sure to mute your mic, dude.
Oh, of course,
Seriously.
obviously.
Better yet, go to the
I mean,
bathroom.
I'm not a lunatic.
Like he's not feeling good. Yeah, wonder why.
Just
Yeah,
think
wonder
so.
why. Yeah.
Just- Don't worry. I'm not aiming at no one. I'm not that disgusted. Although, I did volunteer to do that. By the way, if you guys donate, just so you all know, at least together we raise another $200, I'll make another sandwich just like this one. How about that? I'll make another one.
Please,
What
no.
is wrong with you?
Nathan.
What would you do to make it worse?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Husky, for the
Why not?
suggestion, by the way. I give a shout out to you for that idea.
Just
You're
add
gonna
mayo.
break your own body from the inside, bro.
Why?
Oh my goodness.
Just
Nathan,
add mayo to it instead of
Come
butter.
on, Nathan.
Actually,
did
you know
finish
what?
it,
I think that would be good.
You know what? $200 for charity. I'll do the same thing
Oh
plus
my
plus mayonnaise on top. How about that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's
How about
dead.
that?
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah,
God.
You know what? I need to prove that. I need to.
Mm,
He's
to
dead. You're right. He's definitely dead.
Oh
Why
God.
don't you try it, Leo?
unhear this,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
back
defend myself.
from- Yeah.
Okay,
I was
Nathan,
going
you.
to say
Nathan,
order
give me-
run
I'm almost
for
done.
charity
I'm almost done.
today.
I'm almost done. I'm doing this for charity.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
but
Yeah, finish your stuff.
I'm
Finish your poison,
disgusted.
please.
I'm
Yeah,
disgusting.
finish your poison. Yeah, I don't care. Finish your
I'm
poison, dude.
disgusting.
Finish your poison already. Finish your poison.
I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Oh God. Wow. Let me tell you guys
Neither
what.
though.
You know what I'm feeling right now?
No, probably
My
just-
stomach is gonna explode.
Okay, but
The
Oh,
cheese
okay,
doesn't
wonder why.
taste like cheese. The
Oh,
butter
oh.
tastes like fucking jelly beans, and also the ham
Okay.
on top tastes like somebody just
I'm
actually
gonna
got
get
killed and
out
sliced in
of
ham.
my-
Oh God.
Let's get it
Oh,
over with so we can start the damn podcast, damn it.
Yeah.
Let me take another bite
Yeah,
out.
I
Let me
can't stick around for too long, but I tried to get here so I could do
Oh,
at least a little
God.
bit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
took
I
a
think I
bite.
just lost my appetite for dinner.
Good to
Yeah,
know,
we're
yeah.
just
Oh,
trying.
God.
We're waiting for Nathan to finish
Glad to
his
have you, though.
poison.
Oh God! I just took a big bite and I just get a crunch of the beans. God, that's
No, you're
nasty.
gonna-
Know what
Nathan,
you're
finish your
eating.
sandwich,
Get
quick.
over
I can't finish it.
Just finish your
It's
sandwich.
too nasty. You know what, Dan? Are you satisfied that I took 2 bites? Is that enough? Should I? Can I not eat the
Finish
whole
it.
damn thing? Oh fuck!
Okay, Chad. Can you please decide for him whatever you need to eat more, or
God.
just
Make a
finish it
poll.
all?
I can't even. I can't.
Make a poll.
I can't even chew it.
Make it more-
I
make
can't
it
even
more-
chew. I can't even
Okay,
fucking chew
on
it.
on his
I can't
street.
chew it.
Nathan
I can't.
finish it?
I can't chew. I can't chew it, man.
Nathan, you
Yeah,
just
man, eat the
don't think
whole
I
about
have
it.
to eat
Just
the
go
whole
for it.
thing. Why do I have to eat the whole thing?
Eat.
Yeah.
Oh
it's-
god.
Just don't
May
think
your
about
heart
it.
Nathan,
be your guiding key,
Who's not
Nathan.
serious?
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, guiding key. Well,
I think you're better
You're
off muted until you're
dead.
done.
I
dead,
know.
But your
Yeah,
hobby,
nobody
your guiding
has
key,
to
and not your
hear
stomach.
crunchy noises, bro.
God, man. The,
Just have an ASMR.
the cheese is not helping, man. The cheese is not helping. Fuck the cheese, man. I don't
Take
want
the
no
cheese
cheese.
out.
God.
No, he's not allowed
You
to.
literally
It's
have to-
dirty. He's supposed to eat it the way it is.
Oh, right. Okay. Never
God.
mind. Nathan, eat
you're
the whole
starting to
thing.
make.
You know what, Chad? Can I just continue it next time? It's too painful for me. I can't finish the damn cheese.
Please, I beg of you.
Oh my! Eat it and I'll stop judging on
I'll
C.
stop judging
Okay.
you on
Okay,
Next time, do it with Bean Boozle.
Okay, Froggo, you got it. I'll eat the whole fucking thing.
really? That's what's needed to actually continue.
Oh,
eating the
God.
poison? Okay, enjoy. Enjoy, sir. Enjoy.
So you know what? Let me just go to
Why
the
did
to
it
the
have to be
podcast. We can.
evidence?
You know what? I have an
Fine.
idea. Let's do the podcast, and I'll just continue eating this monster. How about that? I will still answer.
No.
It will just make it worse.
No.
Okay.
No, that would be very
No.
Nathan, I think you should mute yourself
No,
until
no,
you're
no,
done. I think you should mute
please,
yourself
no.
until you're
I
done.
cannot. I cannot
You're right.
edit a freaking YouTube video with your eating noises in the middle of each.
Just half the stream is
So-
just eating a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you know what,
And
Nathan?
the
We're
title
gonna
will
do
be
either
Nathan
stuff.
ate a disgusting
Wait.
sandwich and we all judged him for it.
Okay.
Okay, Nathan, you have two choices.
done,
Or
I'm
you
done.
finish
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
You finish it? You finish it?
Yeah. Oh god.
Thank God. Okay.
No,
Thank
no,
God.
no, I'm not finishing. I just took 3 bites. That's it.
Oh.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I can't finish
Okay.
it.
Good.
Save
Okay.
it for later.
Save it for
Save
later.
it later.
Exactly.
Yeah, stuff till later. Yes. Okay,
Oh.
everybody. Okay, can we finally start this?
Okay.
Finally start the podcast.
Yes,
Are
we
on?
can start. We can
Awesome,
start.
Great.
Don't mind about the
Now that
sandwich.
Yeah. Now that Nathan finished poisoning himself. Okay, everybody, welcome to another podcast. This is our second podcast. Welcome,
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah. Absolutely, can hear you.
Fortunately, I wasn't interrupted in the middle of it by Nathan.
Oh. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. The beans stay suck ass.
Yeah. For those who don't understand that's just joining, Nathan just decided to poison himself and eat a jelly bean toast.
For,
For
content
More
and charity. For content and
Yeah.
charity, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah,
if someone
yeah.
donates enough that we raise $200 today, I'll make another sandwich just because with mayonnaise.
With mayonnaise.
With
Yeah,
mayonnaise.
for not today.
Okay.
Not
I wouldn't
today.
even
I
do
hope-
that for the
I hope
money.
this a drama took your interest, and I welcome you officially to today's Vibe Venture podcast. Today's the second episode, and we would like to introduce our members before we start.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's start with Lior. Although he's not
Yeah.
streaming, introduce yourself.
Actually, yeah, can you, one of you start before me? I need a moment.
Oh, okay, understandable.
Okay.
Okay, Nathan,
Okay.
go.
Okay, finally,
There you go.
I finished the bread as soon as you asked me. Thank God. Okay. Okay, look, before I begin, first of all,
Just don't chuck it up.
You know what? First of all, get the fuck away from me, Brett. Thank you. You are banned. You are banned out of my stream. First of all, unless people donate $200 more for charity, then I'll do
How
it.
dare you?
Fuck that, Brett. So, note to self, I'm a chef.
mean
I'm a
bread.
chef, and I made a bread with butter, cheese, ham, jelly beans, and pain and suffering and all the above. So, it's tasty.
Yeah.
Tasty, painful. Just say it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, okay. So
Let's
make sure
introduce
yourself. Yeah, torture yourself later, Nathan, and please continue.
Yeah. So, oh god, it smells nasty. So for those of you who don't know, I am a RPG variety content creator, and I love playing variety of games. I'm a chaotic bean. I'm a bread lover, not this kind, but I'm a bread lover. I just love to entertain people, love to talk about games, and love to talk about technology. And overall, I've been a VTuber for a long time. I've been a 3D VTuber, PNG, 2D. And I just love to talk about a lot of things. So if you guys like that kind of vibe, a chatty person, a chaotic person, and a very open-minded person when it comes to topics, then I'm sure you will have fun being part of the sanctuary. And nice to meet you.
Awesome. Mr. Hero,
Hey.
because you're here. You want to introduce yourself, Mr. Hero, or you're not going to join the club?
Yeah,
What?
just bear with me 1 sec. I'm just trying to let my dog out because he came in and shut the door on himself.
Oh,
No
okay.
problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
So,
Yeah,
well,
no
be
Why
back
did
in
he shut the
one
door
sec.
himself? What's dog doing?
What the
Yeah, he does that
hey,
all the time.
hey, dog. Would you like some bread with jelly beans on it? It's delicious.
Don't kill his dog.
I'd
It's,
rather not.
no,
I'd rather
no,
not have another vet trip.
no,
Thank you.
no, just saying.
Sounds
No,
good. If you make 300 pickles on it. No.
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 Yeah.
No,
No.
stop it.
No.
No more. We're
Okay.
done.
Okay,
We're done with
everybody.
that. No more.
Okay. Mr. Hero, you ready? Mr. Hero?
Yeah, I'm ready now.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
Go for it.
So, hello everyone. Hope you're doing amazing today. My name is Mr. Hero. I am a content creator over on YouTube. I do a variety of content. Used to mostly do Skylanders, but now I make a variety of content. Started as Sonic Generations, and then once I'm done with my retro replay of Kirby's Adventure, I'll be moving on to Borderlands, which I've never played before, and I think that'll be pretty
Alright.
interesting.
Borderlands. I never played
Looks
that
good.
either.
Borderlands
It's a
is so
good
good.
It's good to also play with multiple people. So it's really good stuff to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, wait, Borderlands you actually going to play?
This one is Borderlands 2.
Oh, the
nice.
best one in the series.
Oh.
The
My
best one in the
favorite
series.
one.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was free on Epic
Okay.
Games, by the way. That game.
Yeah, I got it's called the Handsome Collection, so it has the pre-sequel
The Handsome.
in it as well,
Oh.
which I'll be playing through as well.
Yeah.
I love how it's.
Yeah.
I love how it's called the Handsome Collection.
Yeah, so basically
Yeah.
it's Borderlands 2 and it's the pre-sequel as well, so it's
Yeah,
two
I
games
think
in one
it's-
basically.
Let's face it, the second game is the best. Let's face it, the second game is the best in the series, and I think everybody hands down know that the second game in Borderlands is the best. Just
Well, I
trying
never
to
played any.
recreate-
And also, I can't wait to play it.
I wouldn't know.
Nice. Okay,
I've
do
never
you have more to
Played
say?
a Borderlands
Mr.
game
Hero?
before, so
Yeah, go right into that.
yeah,
I'm
I'll
actually
be
in the multiple,
starting face cam content soon.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Just
Oh,
deciding
okay.
when
Oh.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. Awesome. Okay, Lior, are you now okay to talk, or are you still trying
Yeah,
to?
I'm feeling. I'm okay now. I just need
Okay.
a few moments to just, pull myself up together after all their Nathan's disgusting sandwich.
Yeah,
So it's my
definitely.
fault because of the sandwich. Bad sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad.
Character in Borderlands 2. Great. Okay,
You're
good
to
to
blame
know.
too, Nathan.
Okay.
You're to blame.
Okay, Elise.
And
I'm
someone
always-
asked too of the big bad, the legendary front in the pain. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, go.
Hello everyone, my name is Lior Dragon VTube, aka Lord Dragon Delphi, or just Lior. I'm the king of City, the god of creation, and a VTuber at your service. I'm an artist and a gamer, and nice to meet you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Lovely to meet the
Okay.
dragon.
Yeah. Shadow,
Yeah.
your turn.
Okay. Hello, my little cupcakes. It is your favorite Shadow Boy YouTuber of all time. I love my nostalgic content with especially RPG games in anime, cartoony, or pixelated art style. I see myself as an edgelord and comedian. Nice to meet you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's the most edgiest
Everyone
of
mega
lords.
claps.
Yeah.
Mega claps.
Yeah, they're right on
Mega
the
clips.
edge. I'll just
Mega
say it
claps.
Yeah, mega clips.
Okay, we get
Okay.
it. We clap.
Okay.
Jelly bean
my
smell
turn.
mega clips.
Hooray!
Okay, my turn. Okay, shut up. Okay.
Let's do it.
Shut up.
Go,
Shut-
go, Sora.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay.
Shut up, shut up,
Hello.
shut up,
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You.
Shut
Shut
up,
up. Your face.
shut
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up.
It's a good intro. Just shut
Very,
up.
very nice intro. Just shutting up, Nathan. How nice.
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Hey,
Okay.
you want a sandwich?
No.
Shut
No.
up.
Do you want a sandwich?
Sandwich.
Shut up.
No. what's your sandwich?
It's delicious.
Cut the sandwich away. No,
No,
take the sandwich away.
No, it's not.
Please.
Yes, it is.
Hi, Vic.
Okay.
What would you like to your
Okay.
viewers?
Okay, shut up.
Hey,
Shut up and
Vic.
let me
Hide
introduce
out.
myself. Nathan, shut up.
What?
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am Dr. Solar. I'm a Verizon streamer. I play a lot of RPGs, JRPGs, and action game, and enjoying a lot of chaos and a lot of
Chaos.
absolutely chaos. And yeah, a lot of that.
And I enjoy a lot of sandwich.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sandwich.
Okay, so everybody, okay, so let's go over the stuff we're gonna go today on today podcast. So today podcast, we're gonna go on our favorite top 10 games Everybody
Yeah.
have to pick one game from one franchise. For example, if I pick Kingdom Hearts, I cannot pick Kingdom Hearts 2. If I pick Xenoblade 1, I cannot pick Xenoblade 3. That is one of the rules. And also, we are not to interact with the chat unless we are addressing the chat. Is that
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Nathan?
We're
What?
not allowed to
Nathan?
talk to the chat. Okay.
Nathan.
Did you hear that, Bread? You're not allowed to interact with the chat, Bread.
We were talking
Thanks,
about you.
Brady.
Don't play the bread.
Stop talking about the sandwich.
The sandwich is so disgustingly good. But Bread and I, we
Also,
understood.
chat, I am
Nathan,
pretty
you
sure
want
none
to
of
do
you want the
YouTube?
sandwich that
I'll do
Nathan made. None of you.
Yeah. I actually on my stream I actually saw to my entire stream I saw them the picture that Nathan sent me. So everybody got the crows out like me. So everybody's just suffered.
You're
So,
welcome.
yeah.
You're welcome,
Everybody's
by the way.
because of
I'm
you,
glad I
Nathan.
haven't
You
seen
happy
it yet, and
now?
I don't want to see it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna start from left to right. Everybody, make sure to we have 10. So we're gonna start with Lior. Lior, you pick pick your bottom 10. What is your what is in your
English.
in English? Yes. What is in 10th place for you for games on your favorite games?
10th place. To be honest, I don't have a top 10. I have a top 5. Because I don't really know.
Choices.
Imagine, just give a game list. Just give a game.
Choices.
Yeah.
Decisions.
Okay, if you don't have any, you need to think about it. We can go for anybody else that have
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a couple minutes. This is gonna take
Okay.
a while.
Okay,
No problem.
Yeah, so start writing your top 10. So I'm gonna start with okay. You know what? Let's be more precise. Who have already the 10th place in mind?
I do have a
I
10th
have.
place.
Okay, so Shadow, you don't have, I understand, or
No,
or
I have.
you.
I do have.
Oh,
I
you
do
have.
have.
You
Okay,
do
okay,
have,
so
yeah.
Okay, so I want to start with Shadow. I actually want to see what Shadow's 10th place, and then we're gonna go with Mr. Hero, and then Nathan, and
Right,
and then we're gonna
okay.
go, and I'm gonna go, and then Lior, because I want to give him time to figure out his stuff that you want to do. Sora, hey Samasha, how are you doing? Welcome to stream. We are just starting our podcast.
Hello.
And yeah, thank you very much for coming, everybody. We are going to start talking about our favorite 10 games of all times. So yeah, let's go. Shadow, you first. Go for it.
Okay,
What's
on my
your 10th
10th place, we have Luigi's Mansion. The
Oh,
first
really?
one.
Oh,
First
that's a
one.
good one.
Oh, really?
That's a
Why is
nice-
the reason?
That's a good one.
Nice one.
Why
That
you
is the
picked
best
that
one out of all the Luigi's Mansions, by the way.
Okay, what's the reason
Very
it's in
true.
your 10th place?
Mhm.
What do you...
Hmm.
Okay, why
I love the ghostbusting shit. I love Luigi. He should have the entire Mario franchise. Fuck Mario. And
How dare.
in the first Luigi's Mansion,
Thank
the
you.
variety and art style of ghosts is way better than the second and third one.
Oh,
but-
really?
But the second one has the better ringtone for the Nintendo DS that he got, and that's
Oh,
why
I have that as my ringtone at some point.
I have the
Nice.
ringtone on my as my ringtone
I
on
got
my
one.
phone.
Like I had that like for a couple months. I had that as my ringtone.
I still
Yeah.
have it
It's
to
good.
this day as my ringtone.
Oh, really?
It's good. It's really good.
Yes.
Well,
It's really good.
I only finished the first Mario Luigi Mansion. I actually didn't play the others games, but I heard the others are good. But I heard so
All of them
far
are good,
that
but
the first one
is
best.
the legit one, and the art style and everything just still gives the real spooky vibes instead of the cartoony.
Yeah,
haha, in your
baby.
face,
Yeah, they went
ghost vibe.
cartoony at Luigi's Mansion 2.
I love the
see.
cartoony
The first
version as well,
one's-
but I like
They
the spooky
ruined
vibes
it.
on the first one more. They made it
Really?
so well in the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Okay. So next is Mr. Hero. What is your 10th place?
Now, this might be a shocker, but I'd say my 10th place is Marvel Rivals.
Really?
Rival.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Oh, it's on your
I
list.
had to put that as
Fantastic.
my 10th because there's so many games that I like, but
Fair
at
enough.
the moment, I'm really enjoying Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, there are also a lot of games I enjoy, so I had to pick something for my top 10.
Yeah,
Was a
so
hard
if
one,
I had
was a
to
hard
pick
one.
any other game for my 10th place, it have to be Marvel Rivals.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
what's the reason? What's the reason that it's on your 10th place and not in the other under top 5 or something like that?
Because, like, I do enjoy Marvel Rivals a lot, and it's my most played game on my PlayStation, but there's been so many other games that I've really enjoyed.
Mhm.
So,
Fair enough.
out of all those games, this one ends up at 10.
I understand. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, Nathan. What is? Did you saw? This all what you want to say about Marvel Rivals? Is that's it, or you want to continue on more?
Just gonna give my number 10. I already have it at brain right now.
Okay, so go for it.
So, number 10 for
Not a
me
brainwave.
would definitely be Marvel Rivals as well.
Oh, really?
In comparison
okay.
to god level amount of games I have. So,
Ends up
okay.
that Marvel Rivals is not on my list at all.
Yeah, mine too.
yeah,
But I really want to know why did you pick Marvel Rivals, Nathan? For number
because
10.
in comparison to the other games, which are mainly RPG games, the fact that I play it a lot, I think it's one of the really fun games that you get to play with friends. I think it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's a game where you're in a group of 6 people and strategizing with each other to do the objectives you have. It's pretty much that's it. So it's nothing big, but the graphics and the characters are fun. So I figured, like, overall, as a modern style, like Overwatch-ish looking game, which is technically that's what it is. And the fact that I play it a lot, I was like, yeah, that's the game that I really like. Not mind-blowing, but I like it enough to say, in comparison to RPGs, it's definitely top 10 right there. From
see.
graphics
Okay,
and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Okay. Awesome choice. Okay, so I will be next, and after that, Lior, you are next. Okay, so my 10th place is Near Automata. Actually, the reason the reason I actually picked this game and I put this in 10 is a really great game, have a really awesome story, and I like that how it's got improved compared to the previous game. They definitely improved a lot of stuff when it comes to the combat, the music especially. It's amazing that this game have one of the best music ever. And I really enjoy the fact that this game is much more easier when you actually want to get the true ending, compared to the other game that you have to get all the weapons in actually to get the true ending, which is kind of annoying. At least for me. And I think Nier Automata is one of the best. There's a reason why he got an anime. Let's face it. This is why he's got an anime. This game actually put Nier games on the map. It's actually the thing that actually make Nier a franchise much more important to other people, and I'm really looking forward to the next game in the franchise. It's really low on my list because it does have a great story and have a great combat and stuff like that, but compared to the other games in my list, it's enjoyable and you can absolutely enjoy it multiple times and stuff like that. But compared to this, I think when you are completely finish it 2 or 3 times because you have to do multiple runs because you want to get to the true ending, it can be a little bit annoying. Well, not annoying, but just, you have to do all this, and it can be quite cluttersome in a bit, but it's still a really good experience. Okay, so that's pretty much on me or Nier Automata. Okay, Lior, what is on your top 10? Your Kotori is absolutely. By the way,
Okay,
your
took me a
Kotori is
while, but I think I got one. Kinyo Pet.
What?
Nito Pet.
Yes.
What?
I think I actually played it once. I hate Kinyo Pet. He
Yeah,
is.
Why is he on your
He's
list?
great.
Why is it on your list? Why you pick it on 10? What's on your 10th?
Because he suck.
Why is it on your list?
But
What's
why
on your
though?
list? It's favorite games, dude. It's not about if they are bad. It's actually they can be really good games.
That's why
but-
I mean he sucks, but he does. He is very scary, and that's the point of horror games. So I guess it's good as a horror game.
So it sucks,
Okay.
but it's good at the same time. That's what you're saying, because it's a horror game,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
All right.
Which is valid.
Okay.
I mean,
It's valid.
it knows how to try and scare you. It's also very attractive.
Oh yeah,
okay.
especially with the face reveals scare thing.
Oh really?
Yeah, but
Oh,
Yeah.
not just that, it can come to your chat and actually talk to you.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I did. You did,
Oh, that's
yeah.
Mhm.
nice.
It came to me and my bestie's chat at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds fascinating, actually. Okay, awesome. Okay, so it looks like everybody is picking up their number 10.
Let's move on.
Okay, so
Yeah, I think so.
okay, so our number 9. Okay, Mr. Hero, you're next.
Top 9.
All
Top
right,
9.
number 9. Oh, that's a tough one.
Nine.
My ninth would probably be Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Oh, really? Why Resident
Yeah.
Evil 7? Why Resident Evil 7?
No.
Resident Evil 7 is my favorite Resident Evil game because,
Nice.
well, it's absolutely horrifying. And when I used to be able to stream, that was like my main game I streamed because
Hmm.
at that time I was like a horror game content creator and stuff like that. So
Oh,
Resident
really?
Evil 7 was a really good game. And the reason I placed it at 9 is because there's just been some other games that I've really enjoyed more.
7 is a really good game, and it's what I think I really like about Resident Evil 7 is the fact that this game actually bring back Resident Evil to the map, because back then Resident Evil didn't do well. Just for context, just because of Resident Evil 7, it looks like this franchise is actually going into the right direction. Hopefully, it will continue in that good direction. Hopefully, and yeah, I really agree with your opinion about this, Mr. Hero. It's really good. Do you have some more to continue with what you want to?
All I'm gonna say is, if you're planning to play Resident Evil 7 for the first time, hold on to your hats.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
It
Yeah.
is a really scary game.
Okay, so why it's better than Marvel Rivals in your opinion?
Oh,
It's just like, since that, like I understand, since Marvel Rivals is like a PvP game, it wouldn't really have like a story, but
Mhm.
like Resident Evil had like a really good story,
I see.
and that's what
True.
I really liked about it.
I see. Okay. Shadow is your turn. Number 9.
Okay, on my ninth place, I have Hollow Knight.
Oh, really? Okay. Why is
Nice.
on in your 9? Why is a very good choice, by the way. Why you pick that? Why you pick that on number 9?
Well, I wanted it definitely on my list. I started off being on second place, and then I found better games than it.
Oh, so
Bruh.
Yeah.
so
But still, Hollow Knight is a very well made game. It doesn't have a proper story explanation, but it's still very well made. Very lovable
I agree.
characters. I love the combat. That is
The
basically
combat
the
is
main thing.
yeah.
I
The
love
combat is
the
definitely good.
upgrades that you have to find first to upgrade and stuff like that. Like the minor details made this game so beautiful, especially the area.
Yeah, I
And the
agree.
music.
I agree with that.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree with your opinion about Hollow Knight. And what's good about Hollow Knight is the fact that you need to actually get good in this game. You cannot have any
Yeah.
kind of help or stuff like that. You can actually understand how to play this.
Also, the game being so hard made it go lower on the list.
I can understand that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can understand that. I can understand that opinion. Okay, Nathan. And is that all you want to talk about the Hollow Knight, or there's more?
Also, not everyone loves the knight that we play as, but I resonate more with the shade.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense actually.
They're
Make a
technically
lot
the
of-
same person, but at the same time not.
Okay.
If that makes
Okay, no
sense.
problem. It makes sense. It makes
Fair
sense.
enough.
So yeah,
Okay.
I called him
Um,
Void. I called him Void, and we called the knight Casper.
Oh, okay.
Casper, I like that.
Casper.
Yeah.
You, Casper.
Very
Okay,
lovable.
guys,
Also, Hornet best
want to
waifu.
go. Okay, I want to go grab some dinner, so I can.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
no problem.
Of course.
No problem.
Can
No
I-
problem.
Okay, I will see you later then.
No,
Okay,
I want to. I want to be next, and then I'll go.
Yeah, grab a
Oh,
sandwich.
okay.
Like
Okay,
mine.
no problem. No problem.
We'll push you up then.
Okay. Okay, Nathan, you're number 9 then.
Number 9.
That's
Yes.
Okay, never mind. I'll just be right back.
Well,
Yeah, no problem.
might be a tricky one, but I have a feeling, in comparison to many other games, especially with how games evolve throughout the years, I would probably say I would put an easy number 9, probably would be Skyrim V with the special edition.
Yeah.
And the reason I put
Skyrim?
that, And the reason I put Skyrim, it's because even though the graphics are a little bit outdated, and the fact is, even till this day, that game, considering it's an open world RPG game, there's so much memes going on around it. Like the bugs that are in there, it's not to the point where it will soft lock you. It will just create like some funny content stuff. There's so much things you can do in the game. You can upgrade your shouts. You can upgrade armor. There's a lot of things you can do to keep yourself occupied. That's what I like about Skyrim. Even though the only thing I put it at the bottom of the list because of the graphics being a little bit outdated, because I kind of prefer the more modernish pop-out graphics more than the classy ones. But even though even though the story of it wasn't that mind-blowing, because the story cuts out as soon as you join the castle and it just stops, and then it's up to you whatever you go. So the story does cut out. But the exploration just never ends up being boring. You're always going there. Unexpectedly, you encounter a dragon. You can do so much stuff in it.
I agree.
It's lovely.
I agree.
Best part, imagine with the mods how awesome that game really is. Not to mention the DLC packs for it are top, because you get the DLC for it. It allows you to do more things in the game. For example, you can build your own house. You can upgrade. You can marry a wife, so it can help you gather stuff, give you money, and then, because basically that's what marriage used to be in Skyrim. That was the only thing about it. And much more than that. You can have your own kids as well. It's cool. There's so much interesting RPG elements in the game that keeps you occupied. Not to mention exploration. Exploration is mind-blowing.
Yeah, really I agree. That's what I actually was about to say. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, the fact that you can actually just go anywhere you like and you have so much to do is just amazing and mind-blowing how much you can just go and do your own adventure. So I'm agree with what you pick. It's a really good game. So why it's on your number 9, by the way, 19?
Because I think the problem is that it lacks story. Because the story cuts out when you exit because the story basically ends when you fight a dragon and you claim it, and then the knights show you and be like, hey, you must be a dragonborn because you just absorbed the shout. And then you demonstrate, and then after that the story just splits, and then it's all up to you whatever you do in the game. So the story is gone. So the story is just how you shape your journey throughout the game. That's it. So if it had a story,
that would not be very satisfying. I want more story.
Exactly.
I understand that.
I think if it had more story, and considering this game, according to what my friend said, this is a 10-year-old game. For what it was fantastic. If they did. If there was an option there is mods to improve graphics and all, but I think if they modernized it and there was a bit more story, it would have went higher up in the list. Because that's the only two things it missed. It's better graphics, even though the graphics for what it used to be was fantastic back in the days. And story. If it had story, that would have been that is still a masterpiece of a game, though. Maybe it's a little bit outdated, but it's a very fantastic game to play, even till this day.
I see. Yeah, very good choice. Very good choice. I understand. I also understand your choice for that. Awesome. Interesting. Okay. So I think that my number 9 will be also very interesting also for Mr. Hero here, because my number 9 is actually Resident Evil 4, the original Resident Evil 4 actually, and and the reason that I'm picking the original Resident Evil 4 is because Resident Evil 4 original have a lot of stuff, a lot of bosses that you're actually fighting. I really like the corny humor that is actually being used in that game compared to the newest one that kind of make it much more horror, although it is great. I'm not saying it's not. It's just because it's much more fun like that. It felt like a lot of fun. You felt like the action was quite enjoyable in every moment that you have to deal with any kind of monsters and stuff like that. So it felt very fun and very intuitive how you're doing your stuff and all that. So I think this game is definitely a testament of its time, and there's a reason why this game is being ported to almost every console imaginable, including PC and stuff like that, because it's really good. It's still been good. You can still enjoy it no matter when or where. and because it's the original is not that very hard to play it on any system, so it's becoming much more easy to play on everything that you want. So that is also that, and the reason it's actually on my number 9. I'm shocked. Yeah, enjoy shocking. That's the point of it. Yeah, the reason it's on my number 9 is because this game is not that very big when it comes to story. The gameplay is actually one of the main things that makes this game much more preferable compared to the other games. To be true, it actually, when it comes to story, it's definitely not as near Automata, but it's actually much more better when it's come to gameplay. So because its gameplay is much more great and much more refined, that's why I'm much more like it compared to Nier Automata. So yeah, that's my reason for picking that for my number 9. Okay, so here we go. So we are going to the number 8. So Mr. Hero, because Leo is not here, number 8. Yeah. So number 8, Mr. Hero, what's your number 8? Mr. Hero? Mr. Hero? Mr. Hero, you're on mute.
Wait. I think you should choose someone else. Choose someone else. There's still the opportunity.
Really? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're gonna skip until Mr. Hero will return. Okay, so
okay, then it's me next.
Okay, so you next. Yeah. What's your number 8, Miss Shadow?
The list I made, number 8 would be Monster Prom.
Monster Prom. Oh, okay.
Monster Prom, the first one.
Oh, really? So why you pick that one for 8?
I love the freaking humor and the potty jokes and shit like that.
Okay, so why?
Very lovable characters. I love the inside out jokes and the harsh humor, the insults, the casual bring over of fuckery. Let's say it like that.
Okay.
I loved it. I loved it too much. That's my type of humor, all right?
Oh, okay. So
sadly, there were better games out there.
So are you saying it's because the rumor is in your number 8 compared to the other number 9 and number 10, right?
Yeah, it's number 8.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Okay. Okay, so, Nathan, you're next, unless Mr. Hero is going to come back.
So, yeah, so this right here, y'all, everyone is gonna probably criticize me for this, but I'm just trying to think which one goes to number 8, but I honestly not entirely confident because I have so many games, y'all. Like, it's crazy the amount of library of games I have, and
yeah, I have a ton of games as well, bro.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I can understand.
I put this list together in 2 minutes.
I think, yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm not. We are definitely not prepared whatsoever. So that's that. So you said number 8, right? So number 8.
Yeah.
Yep, number 8. Number 8.
Yeah, number 8. Yeah.
I think I would probably go. So I said Skyrim. The other game I would give is probably a game which is from Lord of the Rings. It's called Middle Earth: Shadow of War. Not sure if you guys heard that.
Oh,
it's a very
really.
And the reason I put it that way because the graphics, they are phenomenal. Even if the game is slightly less outdated than Skyrim in terms of graphics wise. But what I like is the Nemesis system that it has.
Yeah, the Nemesis system is great. Yeah, I agree.
And the best
you played
part,
the first and second game? Did you play the first and the second game?
I played both of them. Yes, I played both of them. And then Shadow of War is the true meaning of how you assemble your own army and like battling against castles, claiming more powerful orcs, upgrading them, making them pretty much based on your customization, upgrading your defenses, fighting against more orcs. And the best part is their interactions are all different. Some of them can be repetitive, but then there are some which, where example, you kill them, they come back from the dead, and you see them with an attached arm. So your experience with them,
that's really awesome.
It's always
I like
different.
How they do it. Yeah, I like how they did it with the Nemesis system. That how it actually affect those specific enemies. And sometimes you can just go around and just find out, and they're just out of nowhere appearing, and just you've seen in how it just actually got affected. Yeah. And sometimes you can get betrayed. This is kind of interesting. You sometimes
exactly.
can get right? And then they can go to the other side, and you can actually fight them and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting how it's actually this nemesis system actually goes.
It's
It definitely makes the game much more interesting. Yeah, absolutely.
It's not a full-on RPG, just so y'all know, because it has a leveling system. Every time you battle enemies and you kill them, they drop items based on who you're fighting and based on the rarity of the orc or ologs, because the ologs are like ogre beasts. They're powerful and much more tankier than the orc ones. And what I like about it is you level up, you unlock new abilities and new actions. So it's basically more of an action adventure game with a slightly little bit, not too big, but a slightly big world where you can go to different regions and explore. So it was basically like a semi-open world with an RPG elements to it, and it's really nice. You can also send your orcs in a pit fight. So if they win, they also increase their level, and they can, if you win against, for example, the lords themselves, and they win in a battle, they basically level up their rarity from rare to legendary, and legendary will have powerful epic abilities. It's nice. I like it for the fact that, and the best part is, based on their tribe, your castle gets customized based on the tribe. So for example, if you have the butcher tribe, you see all this gore hanging out in the castle. So based on what you want and who you want to put as a lord and everything, it will change the design and also the whole defense mechanism of the game, of the castle that you are protecting. It's really cool. There's a lot of different things and interactions with the whole thing. So it's not just an action adventure games and you fight orcs, you kill them, that's it. They also develop their connection based on if you send them to battle and they grow stronger, if you fight them and they betray you later on. There's a lot of different in-depth like mechanics in this game, which I remember I spent too many hours just playing it because it was very addictive. Imagine you're getting an orc out of nowhere and he starts spitting out really like terrible jokes against the Bright Lord because he feels like he's weak and all, and they just love taunting him so much, like treating him like this weakling that is gonna die the moment they start the fight. It's really cool.
Yeah. The thing is the point definitely with the nemesis system that definitely add to a very nice element to the game.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think your choice is really awesome. I definitely I play both of those games, so I know what you're talking about. So yeah, it's a really fun game. I definitely recommend everybody. So just for finishing off on your side, why it's on your why it's on 8?
I think
and not in top.
I think it's because the fact that if I were to compare it with Skyrim in this case, it had a much more in-depth system with your characters, while Skyrim didn't have that much of an in-depth system, because Skyrim used to be, if you get a companion, you just hire them to fight for you, that's it. If anything happens and they die, you can just go to another house, pay off another companion, and that's it. There was no in-depth connection. While on Shadow of War, if one of them dies, the chances are they can come back and they will remember it, and so on and so forth. So it had a much more in-depth connections with the characters that you tame within the game. And if Skyrim had that, it would have been better, in my opinion.
By the way, do you know that there's actually a system in this game that if you're not helping your faction, they're actually just throwing an absolutely destroyer that on somebody's clan, and just absolutely can just one hit kill you if you're not careful. That actually happened to me.
Yep.
Because I was not helping one of my faction. They just launch absolutely one kill orc, and this guy can come back a lot of time until you actually help your function correctly. So yeah, this is kind of thing. Okay, so my turn. So my 8th place is actually a game called Onimusha 3 Demon Siege. The one
you started recently.
Yeah. It's so
really that good.
It's a really good game. It for now, it's one of the best game in the series right now. I actually playing right now the third game in the series. Also, it's the first game in the series that I ever played. I actually started with the third game compared to other, and then play the other games. So I like start with the third, and then I play the first, the second, and the third game. So yeah, I kind of going all over the place with this series. But the reason I actually like this game is also that we have good combination of action, story, and also have a lot of puzzles in between. They're not very complicated. They're very easy to understand, easy to solve. And I like how they also go out with just going and just making sure that the time, and also using a time travel stuff in the game, which is in other games can be kind of bad, specifically in other type of games. There are games that I know how to do it, like Chrono Trigger and stuff like that. But what I like about this game is specifically that how they're making the story to be more
I have
connected to
returned.
reality. Hello, we're gonna go and jump to you very soon after I will finish. We're gonna skip because you are not in the 9, so we're gonna skip to 8.
It's
So
fine.
okay, so I really like about the how they did it, the connection with the story, and also how they continue the story. Although the second game have no connection to the third game, it's only have connection to the first game to the third game, which kind of wild, but who cares? The combat was
Okay,
definitely
since you mentioned time travel,
yeah,
does any of you know a game called Time Splitters?
yeah, I do, yeah, I do, yeah, I
Never
actually
heard
do.
of it, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I do.
What is it? What kind of
Yeah.
game is it?
Yeah,
It's a
it's
total
first
mindfuck, but it's awesome.
yeah, it's a first
Oh,
person.
It's very
okay.
old though. It's very, very old.
Yeah,
I believe it's
fair.
PlayStation 1 or something.
Yeah, it was an EA game before EA become the infamous EA that we know this far. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know this game. Okay, I actually can't. The reason, okay, so I'm gonna finish up with just saying why it's only on
Yeah.
my 8. So the reason
That-
it's not my top 5 is because that his story is still good, but not as good as others. And also, it's kind of very short game. Like it's like you can finish this game in like 6 hours. It's not very long, and and there are some parts in the game can be quite just stagger, but it still have a very great momentum. How it's actually as you go and getting new weapons and stuff. And yeah, I really like it, and I think it's definitely one of the best games in the series. Hopefully, the new game that's going to come out very soon. There's actually going to be a new Onimusha that's actually coming
Nice,
like next
nice.
year. So I'm actually definitely going to play it on stream, no doubt about that. Yeah. So okay. So
Okay, Leor.
Leo, your turn. What is your 8th place?
Your turn.
Your turn.
Okay, 8th place. Let's see. In 8th place, I'm gonna have to put Terraria.
Terraria.
Terraria. Okay.
Interesting. Why?
Why you pick Terraria?
Well, I mean, it's a great. I like the creativity they offer and the much and the variety of the bosses you get to fight, and just generally all the feeling of adventure in the game. The only annoying thing is that it's in 2D, and I wish it was more 3D. You know,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
You like 3D
Okay.
more then?
So is Minecraft on the list then?
it is in the list. Just
Okay,
It's not-
gotcha.
a little bit
It needs to
higher.
be a surprise.
Yeah.
It needs to be a surprise. It needs to be a surprise.
patience, Misty. You will hear
Okay, so
Yes, the
okay,
page.
so because we kind of skip on 9th place. What was just your 9th place? Just to tell us what was in your 9th place
Yeah.
before Terraria.
ninth place.
What's it gonna be?
It's gonna be
Me side.
me side.
Me
So you
side.
say
Oh, that
Hmm.
was a good one. That was a
Okay,
good one.
Me side.
Yeah.
me side. Yeah,
Interesting
I actually
name.
heard a lot of. Yeah, I heard about this. It's a really also saw clips of it. I heard it's a really good horror game. So why
It
it's
is.
actually
Oh.
so why is Terraria is much more better than me side?
I just like creative games better.
Okay.
Okay.
But is there
Great,
any
okay.
any other elements that make it more interesting than the other game? Like better graphics or stuff like that?
Basically, what I said. I like creativity much better.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
So you
Good enough.
like sandbox games more than RPG games?
No.
Is that what you're saying? Really?
Because that's what I thought.
I
you
mean,
were
I
saying.
like listen. I like sandboxes games, but
Take my
I
sandwich.
definitely like RPG better because it has a lot more story and adventure to it than sandbox games.
Okay,
Indeed.
makes sense.
All right.
Okay, Shadow, your turn. So, what is your 7th place?
One of my favorite Legend of Zelda titles, Minish Cap.
Minish Cap. Oh, I actually.
That's a very
I
good
heard a
one.
lot of, yeah, I heard a lot of people talking about this when it's come to Zelda. Why you pick that, and why it's better than the other games in your list when compared to
It
in
is
their 7th place.
basically about the fantasy in it. You have the little Minish, like the little elf figures, and you shrink down, have to learn the language. You get to basically
Just like me.
climb the
Yeah,
clouds.
yeah,
at
yeah,
some
yeah.
most
point
of
in
them
the
sounds
game.
like Mario games.
You
Disappointing.
get to fidget with so many things. You can these puzzles where you have to go shrink yourself down, go back up, steal and fix up boots. You are part of two worlds at that point, and nobody knows about it. And the fantasy behind it is beautiful, and I love the graphics.
Okay,
Nice.
so
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, why is it on your 7th place? Why do you pick it on 7?
First of all, it's better than the ones I mentioned, and secondly, I found better games than this specific one.
Okay, that's a good choice. Okay, Nathan, your choice.
So
Number 7.
number 7.
Number 7, yes. So, what's the 7?
So thinking. So I said that I like the Shadow War. Now.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Now
you did.
that with that one, how much I liked it, how it is. I think I would probably go. Let me have one more quick peek.
Think faster.
I recommend by the way, I recommend all of you to just write it down. It will be much more
I
easier
have
for
written
you.
it down on my phone on notes.
Yeah, but the more
I'm too
games,
lazy to write
to be
it
fair,
down.
I think that's not the matter
Load
of
up my
writing
brain.
down. I think the problem is when you have too many games,
Oh, Mr. Rio,
it
you're back.
becomes very difficult. The more games you play, the more difficult it becomes to write them down. I think what I would go with
I have so
in
many
this
games
case,
and I wrote it down within 2 minutes, bro.
you know what?
Yeah.
2 minutes.
I
Yeah,
think
exactly. 2 minutes.
I think in that case, I would probably go with a game that it's called. I'm totally stalling time because I'm trying to remember the name.
Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah.
Crap.
Hurry up.
I try to remember. I think I would probably go with Dreadout. Dreadout 1. Dreadout.
What is Dreadout?
Dreadout is a mindfuck of a horror game. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you play as this Japanese girl going to this really crazy high school. And basically, this is like a Fatal Frame. And what it does, you're in this ginormous abandoned school, and there's a lot of spirits going on, ghosts, creepy stuff going, even like pigs, which are huge and possessed and all that, demons and stuff like that. And your objective is, the only survival is you have a phone and you need to take pictures. That's it. That's how you defeat them. You take pictures and you survive. It's basically the same concept as Fatal Frame, where you have a camera.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah,
It's pretty much the same concept. The only thing that I like so much about it is that the old styling of graphics blends in perfectly with a game like that, because it's a horror game and it puts you off guard so much. Especially there are levels where you are in this dimensional world, and the only way you can see this is through your lenses. You cannot walk and run while you're getting chased, and if she grabs you, you're like insta-killed. So it was the kind of game where not only the story was mentally crazy to the point where you'll like it if you like dark stories, because the story was
I like dark
ridiculously
stories.
crazy.
I'm very fond of them.
Very
That story can
dark,
be
like
quite good,
extremely dark. Like, we're talking to the point where you find a ghost with scissors and you don't want to know what happens till then. So there's like that kind of level of dark, and then you end up seeing creatures just changing. It was really psychologically scary. And the thing is, it starts building up into different parts, and the more parts you go in the game, the more better the mechanics become and the more scarier things become. With the music, the music was great, by the way. The music is fantastic. Music with the horror game, it blends in nicely. You're just walking in the darkness, and then 2 minutes later you start hearing this really ridiculously scary music, and then like it just puts you off guard, and then all of a nowhere you just see this really fast ghost coming at your ass, or just jump scares you out of nowhere. It's really creepy.
I don't like jump scares.
Also, I think I made a mistake. I don't think it's Japanese. I think it's
it's
probably...
not because it's scary, but because I get a heart attack, because it's basically it catches you off guard, but you're not scared, but it still gives you a heart attack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And
that's why I don't like jump scares.
It's
I'm
really
good with
good.
dark stuff or horror, but I don't like the jump scares. That's not horror for me, but it's still shitty.
The chat saying it's from Indonesia.
Indonesia. Sorry, it's from Indonesia.
Oh,
you're right. And I don't know, they kind of had that kind of visuality of it kind of made it feel like Dreadout was taken from like a horror anime book. And it was really nice. I loved the visuality of it. It was really good. Especially the monsters. The monsters were very detailed, considering the fact that this game is old. Like not crazy old.
I'm pretty sure Leo would not be able to play that.
It's really scary, man. That's all I will say. You're like, imagine you're like with a phone and you're trying to survive, and the next 2 seconds you hear music, and you know that that music means you're gonna get killed or attacked by a ghost or something. And then 2 seconds later, you're turning around trying to find this thing, and then out of nowhere it just spawns randomly. Even through walls, by the way, they can walk through walls. They can also
I hate
float.
monsters when they go through walls.
They can go through walls because they're ghosts.
That's very unfair.
They're technically ghosts. Because they're ghosts, they can go through walls and shit. So you
it makes sense, but it's annoying when
in
gaming.
And you know what that means in a game like that? There's nowhere to run. You can't run away. Your only option is to fight and survive. That's it. You can't run away from them. It's impossible. That's what makes it scary. It's like you got into this mess to battle something. Now you're screwed, because now it's a matter of life and death situation. And if you're not going to face that monster, you're gonna get so jump scared and creeped out that you'll probably just end up quitting the game. Or dying and it resets. Yeah, pretty much.
You either finish the game or die trying.
Exactly. It's really terrifying, but it's good.
Okay, so nice. Okay, so Mr. Hero, you're still with us?
Yep.
Okay, so because you were not here, we were already on the 7.
We need your top 8 and top 7.
Okay. So for number 8, I'm gonna go with Lego Indiana Jones.
Oh, really?
Number 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my number 7 will probably be Skate 3.
Skate 3.
Skate 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've heard of
that. Why is
that.
How is it better than a Lego game?
Yeah.
So the reason I put Skate 3 as my number 7, it's how I first became a fan of Jacksepticeye. Yeah.
Okay.
Plus playing it, you can do like a lot of tricks, and it's just a lot of fun. And also the Hall of Meat mode, where you literally just have to jump off these really high places and basically try and break every bone in your body. It's quite fun.
Oh,
that.
But that sounds like fun, yes.
Such a good game that was.
I agree.
Such a good game that is.
And it also made me a Jacksepticeye fan, so
that
makes it even better.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Nice.
More.
Okay, so my 7th place is actually Final Fantasy VII 12. Zodiac Age.
12 specifically?
Yeah, 12 specifically. Yeah, most people actually will. If you ever ask
Wait,
people,
Final Fantasy 12 is the online one, isn't it?
no, it's
No, no,
not.
no, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no. That's
there's
14, I
two.
think.
Okay. There's two Final Fantasy online. There's Final Fantasy 11 and Final Fantasy
Mm-hmm.
14. Those are the
Yeah.
online.
Okay.
Okay. The 12 is well, not online. Okay. I the reason I like that I put Final Fantasy 12 is because, well, first of all, it's my favorite Final Fantasy game. Most people that you ask
Hmm.
about Final Fantasy games, they will say either Final Fantasy 10 or Final Fantasy 7 or
Respect.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually, well, I didn't actually play Final Fantasy 7 to Final Fantasy 6 to my defense, so I don't know if it's much more better than this. But I like Final Fantasy 12 for a couple of reasons. One is the adventure. You have this amazing, huge world that you can just go whatever you like, and you have your entire party that you can just decide how you go with it. You can just because, and especially because in Zodiac Age you can actually pick whatever kind of class everybody can have. It doesn't have actually, it have leveling system, but that leveling system is not that important. What's actually important that what stuff you actually pick for each individual character you're actually using. And what is great is that you have a month of bosses and areas you can explore, and every time you're actually going into Final Fantasy 12, you can actually find out new stuff because how big it is. The only thing that actually kind of put this game a bit lower in my list is because the story. The story is good. The story is good. A lot of people will say the story is kind of but I understand why they're saying it. But the thing is that the story is kind of it is have its kind of interesting background stuff. You have these people that trying to kind of revive a conquered kingdom from a regime that got them. So they're trying to get the stuff for the princess so she can reclaim her right for the throne. And this thing is kind of gets sidelined because of all the stuff you're going through and all the adventure, which is make the adventure much more fun actually. And you have a lot of great system like the combo system of the ultimate that everybody can have. By the way, I actually finished this entire game mostly by using ultimates, and just absolutely just because you can just do automated combos and combos and combos, you can actually just do it for so long in a way that you can actually just destroy boss without even fight them directly, which is absolutely crazy. I actually did it so many times on this, and people that watch my stream on this just saw how many times I just used it and just absolutely cheese almost every boss, including the last boss. So it was actually quite fun. And yeah,
Nice.
the reason is on my my seventh place is because on only the story that which is kind of holding back a bit. That is the only reason. But beside that, when it's come to gameplay and stuff, it's amazing. It definitely have all the stuff that you want in every RPG, and that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. Lior, your seventh place.
English.
Okay, seventh place. Let's go.
What?
Seventh place.
Mhm.
Seventh place.
Mm.
In my seventh place, let's see. I put Terraria at 8th, so I'm gonna have to put Portal 2 at 7th.
Portal
Or-
2.
Portal 2?
Interesting
Ooh,
choice.
A very good,
choice,
a
yeah.
very nice game. I heard a lot about
That's
it.
a good game.
Yeah, I love Portal 2. It's one of my favorite games of all
It's a
time.
puzzle. It's a puzzle game, and it's a really nice game.
It's
I
a
don't
good
like
puzzle
puzzle
It
game.
games
just
as
annoys
much.
me though that it ended that they didn't make more story to it because I feel like there could be a lot more story.
Ah, I
You know?
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Untapped
Well,
potential.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, the
understandable.
story was so good. Why not add more? I want
Yeah, I
more.
agree. I agree. Yeah, there definitely should have added more story to this, but the
At
game
least
is
make a
really good.
sequel.
At least,
Mhm.
what I like about Portal 2 actually is the fact that they also give you an option to do a co-op with other people, and that
Oh
actually
yeah,
adds
yeah.
more stuff to this. So you can also finish the main story, and if you have someone you can play with, you can actually do this with somebody else. So yeah,
Yeah, that's cool too. But seriously, in all honesty, I would love it if they made like a sequel, like
Yeah,
Portal
that's
3 or something.
that's
You know?
completely
yeah,
that's completely fair. Yeah.
Yeah, this game series has been in limbo for a very long time. Yeah, I agree. So why is it in your number 7 and not in your more top 10 and not top 5 or something like that?
As in the top 10, I have other games.
Okay. No problem.
I have other
Okay.
games.
I mean,
Okay.
don't we all?
Yes.
Don't we all? Considering the fact that we
Yes,
have more than
don't we
100,
all?
100 plus
but
games.
I just like I want also plays for other games that I really like because I want to fit them all in the list somehow.
Ah,
Okay.
well, it's not
no
about the
problem.
list.
We need a top 100.
Yeah,
might
yeah,
make it
yeah,
easier.
good luck,
Or
good luck with
That might
that.
make it easier.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Over 9,000.
Yeah.
Make it top 1,000
Yeah.
games. Yeah,
Just list of all
like
the
that's
games
gonna ever
that you ever
happen.
Yeah.
played.
Like
Yeah,
that's gonna
yeah,
ever
like
happen.
Yeah. Oh, do we?
Make it so much
Alright.
easier to pick games.
Yeah.
Like that's
Alright,
ever gonna happen.
6.
Okay, everybody, we're going to number 6. Okay, Mr. Hero,
Let's go.
what is your number 6?
Oh, there's a lot of games fighting for number 6.
Yeah. Huh.
This is getting
So-
I
crazy.
agree.
Getting
I
more
agree.
and more
There's a lot of
difficult.
games fighting for that one spot. Yeah.
Getting more and more difficult,
Oh.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6. No, I'm gonna have to do it. Number 6.
You have to do it.
Plants
Yeah, you
vs
have to.
Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
Really?
Oh, okay, really?
Interesting.
Yeah, I recently
You know what
started
else I
playing
heard
that
about
game
this
again.
actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, if you play Garden Warfare 1, it's really good. Garden Warfare 2, I absolutely love it.
And why it's in your top 6 and not in your much more top 5 or something like that?
Because as much as I liked the game, with like most of my other reasons, there's always a game that can could top it. So
Hmm.
there was a lot of games fighting for number 6, but if I had to pick one, it'd have to be Garden Warfare 2.
Yet it beats a Lego game. That's surprising to me, though.
Yeah.
I must say. Like, how did it actually beat a Lego game, though? Like, what does it
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
make
Because
it
when I was
superior?
younger, I
I'm explaining
I
to you.
found Lego games more difficult. Okay, leave me alone.
Like it's the
Oh, really?
best, so
Fair.
Okay, so
Out of
that's
all
the
the-
reason.
I know.
Fair
I
enough.
don't know if I can accept that.
I mean,
Okay.
just a
Lego
question
game,
for
City Undercover
all
Girl.
the Lego games, since there's loads of them. Since
As
I've already
a-
mentioned a Lego
as a-
game, is that
as
the
a
only one I'm
form-
allowed to mention?
Lego builder. I do not know if I can accept this.
There
Okay.
are a
I
lot of Lego
played Lego
games.
Star Wars, Lego Worlds, Lego and
That was gonna
City
go-
Undercover.
That was fine
Um,
in the 6th spot.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Lego World sucked, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Shadow, your turn. What is your number 6?
Well, I would have put Final Fantasy IX on it, though I haven't played it myself yet. I only would have put it there because I know my boy Vivi's in it. So I
Okay.
had to put Final Fantasy 13
Oh, really? Why 13?
because my wife would lightning.
Oh, just that's the only reason. That's the
Lol.
only
No,
reason?
also I see myself a little
Typical.
bit in Hope. I
Typical.
love the Afro guy. I named him the Afro guy. That's his nickname.
Typical.
Okay.
Typical waifu. So
I love
that's
that
the only
dude. He
reason.
was such a vibe. I love the story. Also, Snow and his girlfriend can go fuck themselves. I don't give a shit about them.
Wow.
And
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Anyone who's a
Okay.
fan of those, please close your ears. Thank you. Because
Yeah.
no shame.
Maybe you a fan.
No
Yeah,
shame.
no shame. So why is it in your top 6 and not in your top 5, or is it more
I
than
really
your
like
7?
I really like this game a lot. This is my favorite one of the Final Fantasy franchise. But Final Fantasy is not one of my not higher on the list. All Final Fantasy not higher than that.
Okay. No problem.
That's fair.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, Nathan, your turn. Number 6. Go for it.
Shucks. Let's see. What number
Number
6?
6. Go.
Now it's even more trickier. Because now I'm
Yeah,
going to have
come
to
on.
find a game that
Yeah.
surpasses Skyrim. That surpasses
Yeah.
Skyrim and Shadow of War
do.
and a horror game.
do.
And mind you, I
You
hate horror games. So the fact that I listed a horror game better than a Skyrim, it's because of the dark story, and it probably was the first ever horror game that kind of inspired me to play other horror games ish. Let's just say that. even though I suck at horror games and I am terrible. What do I choose? What do I choose?
Decisions.
Decisions.
While you're mentioning horror games, how about Mogeko Castle?
Nah, I didn't know. I think I know what I might go with.
Alright.
I think this is number 6, right? Yeah, number 6.
Number 6, yes. Number 6.
Number
Yes.
6.
I think because I have really phenomenal games that I'm gonna put them top 5. So just to play it on the safe route, I'm gonna go with State of Decay 2 as my number
State of
6.
Oh, really? Okay, why is that? Why do you pick it on 6? Why it's on 6?
And the reason it's much higher than any other games like Skyrim or horror games, because it's a very hugely game in terms of like an open world game where you have different maps to choose from. You can set the difficulties. It's basically a zombie survival world where your objective is the more difficult you make it, the more difficult would be to find materials to survive at your base. And what you need to do is you need to basically have a lot of functionalities where you can gather stuff, craft stuff, find ammunition, build stuff.
So it's a survival game, for what I understand from you?
What? Say what?
So it's a survival game, from what I understand from
It's
you?
a survival game, yeah. It is. It doesn't have any story, which is a bit of a pity. It does start off a little bit at first, but what I like about it so much, it has a really addictive, pretty much like a random looting system where you basically go there, you loot random stuff, and then luckily enough, you start getting random stuff in the game. What I like about it is the survival mechanics, which is really incredible, especially when they get infected and you see that beautiful timer saying, hey, you have 10 minutes before they turn into a zombie. You need to get the medication and treat them quickly before they get mutated and you lose them forever and you're screwed. And then you have to find new survivors to replace that survivor. So it's the kind of game where strategy takes place, and what I like about it, it also makes you think very smart. Like, it's not just you getting guns or flamethrowers and you're just gonna survive. There's a lot of strategy to it. Not to mention, you can build a lot of awesome stuff. You can get vehicles, you can upgrade them. And I think what I like so much about them is definitely the graphics. The graphics is phenomenal. It has insane level of detail of graphics in comparison to the old ones. It's really good. You have random quests that you can get throughout the day. So from other communities, they will give you quests like, give me some ammo, give me some materials, give me some food, and so on and so forth. You can trade stuff. And the also thing I like about it is the music. The music is phenomenal, especially when you get chased by zombies. It's really cool. What? Say what now?
Can you mug someone?
Can you what?
Can you mug someone? Like, give me your money. I'm gonna shoot you or some shit like that.
To be fair, you can do that with other communities. Basically, you can rob them and then you can shoot them and you trigger an action where another quest will get updated saying, "Hey, it's a life or death situation. You need to kill them. You need to kill them and survive and take your stuff and leave." Pretty much that's it.
Perfect.
Or if you die, you lose a survivor and then you have to find other survivors to replace that one that you just got killed. It's really cool.
Okay, that's cool.
Basically, the game, what it does, if you die, it's not a game over. You just have to find and replace a survivor, although it won't be easy. Because to find a good survivor in the game, it's a miracle. So that's what makes it challenging.
Okay, enough.
I see. Okay, awesome. Okay.
It's really nice, though. Although, it doesn't have a good story, because there's no story in it. It's pretty much a survival game. But
yeah, then I probably won't play it.
But it's super, super, super addicting. From music to adventure quests that you need to do, and so on and so forth. It's really nice. There's a lot of things you can do in the game besides looting and stuff. You can pretty much go there and just customize it. The customization is really in depth. That's what I like about it. There's pretty much an RPG system into it as well. So, for example, if they run, you start increasing their cardio. And the more cardio you increase, then they will start increasing their stamina. And then you can get special abilities and so on and so forth. So it's really nice.
I see.
You fight
Awesome.
enemies,
Okay.
you increase their health. It's cool. And there's also different types of zombies as well, just like in kind of like Left 4 Dead, where you have a tank, a spitter, and then you have one which explodes when you get close to it, and then a hunter which runs like fast as fuck, and there's no way you're gonna escape it unless you go in a car and just ride away. And even with a car, sometimes can be difficult to run alone, let alone you trying to run on foot. So it's a really difficult survival game, even if you play it on easy mode. That's what I like about it. I like challenging, painful mindfuck of a games.
Makes sense. Makes
I
sense.
live it.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay. So for my number 6, is actually going. Don't worry about it. You're not gonna get any spoilers. Okay. So my number 6 is actually Xenoblade 3. Xenoblade 3 for me, I think is definitely the best Xenoblade games of all times. Until I will play Xenoblade X, I will going to stick with saying Xenoblade 3 is the best. And the reason for why I think first of all, why I picked this game and why I think it's better than all the others. One, the reason that it's one of the best Xenoblade games is the thing is that the story is definitely much more impactful. You have a lot of feelings, you have a lot of funny stuff, funny moments, a lot of great chemistry with all the characters. I like all the stuff that they did with all the characters, and also connection to the other games. They have a lot of connection to the first and the second game, which is great. Also, the fact that they also making sure that every quest line is important. Every quest line have its own important that actually can help you along the way. Because there's a thing that is our classes in this game that in order to unlock them, you have to do special quests. And with those special quests, you actually unlock those other professions and stuff like that. So it's very important to actually get that. And which actually make you want to do side quests, because most of the game that you're playing in RPGs, the side quests, you're mostly just gonna go and just, oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah, let's not do that. I don't need that.
Oh yeah,
but
like me, oh, side quest, fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's what's actually interesting about those side quests. It actually have meaning. It actually give you more story, and also it give you another class, and then also a character. So it's actually quite useful. So that's what it's very useful and very nice. And also regular quests can be quite fun and very challenging as well. The world is really great. I like all the stuff that they throw up to make this game much more bigger area. The only thing that kind of hold this game back is the only thing that it's running on the Switch, and because it's running on the Switch, it is its own limitation. And you can definitely see that it's definitely trying to push this game to the max with the Switch. The game ran really great, but I think if they probably had more performance that can actually throw on this game, I think this game could have been one of the best games in the series when it's come to visuality and stuff, because it is one of the best. And the reason is not in my top 5 is because, well, I think this game is still have some more, because the other games in my series that I pick, I have more connection to them. Also, when it's come to childhood, and also when it's come to gameplay and story. So that's the only reason that they is not in my top 5, but is definitely one of the best games that I play when it's come to Xenoblade. Definitely very great. And they definitely took consideration when it's come to the first and the second games and the other games, and make sure to make this game really great. I'm very looking forward to see how Xenoblade X is going to be, and absolutely going to look forward to see what's going to be the next installment. Okay.
Well, I have all 3 Xenoblade Chronicles games in my collection, though I only have played the second one. I have yet to play 1 and 3.
You should play. They're great.
I should play it. I have to make time for it eventually.
You should definitely.
Very good.
Okay, so...
People keep praising it so much, and I feel kind of guilty that I don't really get to it.
Yeah, go for it. You need to go for it. Yeah. There's a reason. Trust me. Okay, Lior. What is your number 6?
Okay, number 6. I would put number 6. I would put Minecraft.
Minecraft? Oh, okay.
Minecraft. All right.
Okay. What is the reason it's on number 6?
Cause I love the options for creativity. They're like a lot more than Terraria. Like I said, I would like if Terraria was 3D, and Minecraft is basically
Technically 3D.
basically, yeah. So it's like a little bit better. It's like better than
Yeah.
that.
You prefer
Yeah.
in-depth exploration. That's why you probably prefer 3D over
Yeah, because
2D.
if you move in 2D, it's kind of like there's not. It
Yeah,
just
it's
feels kind of
restricted.
limited.
Yeah. By the way, I'm just going to. I'm sorry, I'm pausing you. I'm actually just want to say to everybody in everybody's chat that are just joining in. Because we kind
Mhm.
of in the just everybody that's joining the chat. Just so you know, we are not going to respond to any of you. Either if you have some kind of information, or if we are want to go to the chat and get some information or get response.
Mhm.
We're not going to respond to anybody because we want to focus on making sure that we are listening to each and every one of you here that talking when they are talking. So please be in mind of that. It's not personal. We just want to make sure that we are focusing on everybody what they're saying. So making
Yeah.
sure to know that. Okay. So sorry. Continue on, Lior.
No, to be honest, that was basically it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the reason it's six. Why it's on your
Yeah.
six? What is your six?
Like I said, I just enjoyed the exploration create and the ability to build a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay. No problem. Okay.
Good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So everybody, we are moving on to our top five. Okay.
Wait,
So
I
top
have a
5.
question.
Let's go.
I have
What?
a
Yes.
question.
Question. Yeah. Question.
Is
Yes.
it okay if I have more than one a favorite game in the same spot?
Sure, yes.
We
It'll
can
be
have.
fine.
I think we will. What we're gonna do when we're gonna reach our top one, our top five. I think we're gonna before we're gonna get to number one. I think what we're gonna do. Everybody gonna, if they want, they can go and say honorable mentions, and then we're gonna say our top number one. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah, sounds
I
good.
might have a game that I want to put in the same spot.
It can be
Yeah, I
how.
have a game on the same spot on the second spot, bro.
We have so
I
many
think
games that we just don't know where to put them. Yeah.
I think-
Top five.
Too many games.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
listen,
good at making
everybody.
games.
Okay,
How
listen.
many
If you have
games?
some, okay, if you have some games that are in the same place or something, just put in honorable mention and just pick one of
But
them.
I
Just-
don't feel like it deserves honorable mentions. I deserve it to be. I think it
Yeah,
deserves
it
to be
has to be
mentioned
on the same
along it.
spot.
This
Okay,
is-
so
Yeah.
okay. You know what? Okay. Let's
Nobody
go with
said
that.
life
Okay,
is
no, no.
easy.
Yeah, but you have to give a very good reason why it's in the same place. Because if you're not,
Do
it means
it.
you have to pick one of them. You have to pick
Okay,
one of
that's
them.
that's a
Or you
good
need to
that's
give
a
it
good
You have to
point.
pick
Okay.
one, goddammit. You need to pick one.
Okay. Okay,
Ah.
so we are in the top five. Okay, and Mr. Harry, you're here.
Yep.
Okay, what is your first
Alright.
five? What is on your number five?
Oh, top five. Now we're getting into the good games. So
Yeah.
this one
Yeah.
was a lot easier than number 6. My fifth would be Sonic Unleashed.
Ooh,
Oh.
really interesting
Mm.
Choice.
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
And the
Why-
reason
why?
I picked Sonic Unleashed is because it was the first Sonic game I ever played.
Oh,
damn,
really?
okay.
Oh, interesting.
And
Well, the thing was very repetitive though.
it was, but at the same time, it is regarded like story
It has a
wise,
high.
it
has
is
a high,
considered as one of the
high
best
spot in your
stories.
heart.
Yeah, like
Alright.
that was my first Sonic game I ever played,
Okay,
and also
gotcha.
having the werehog transformation stuff, it was pretty cool.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
though
Okay, enough.
the
I heard
werehog
a lot of-
levels were like 30 minutes long.
Hey.
Yeah, I
if
heard a
you
lot
weren't
of people
speedrunning.
like the werehog
30
levels.
minutes.
I heard a lot
Yeah,
of people didn't like
because the levels were like minimum 30 minutes long.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. So the reason it's in your top five, why it's in the fifth place? What's the
The
reason?
reason it's in the 5th place is because Sonic Unleashed really started my love for all the Sonic games, and I never completed it, but it still stands as one of my favorite Sonic games of all time.
I see. Okay. No problem. Okay. So Shadow, your turn. What is in number 5?
The entire series of the Tales of series, But I will have to pick one, so I'll have to go with Tales of Cilia because that one is basically the first one I played. I have I hold high regards of it. Also, the story it tells and the meaning I took away from it had the greatest impact out of all the Tales of games.
I see. Okay, interesting choice. Okay, interesting. So why is it in your fifth place and not much more topper or downer or whatever?
Well, Tales of Cilia is one of my most highly regarded series, though it is a really good one, but it has something missing. I don't know. Something is missing, which I'm not sure of what it is.
I see. Okay, I can understand that. Yeah, I can understand that. Well, yeah, I did actually play Xillia, and I play a lot of Tales series as well, so I know what you're talking about.
I love Tales of Arise, Tales of Symphonia 2, Tales of Graces F, and Tales of Cilia 1 and 2.
You never played Vesperia?
What? I played Tales of the Abyss. I have Tales of the Tempest that I haven't touched yet.
Okay. So I have a doozy for you. Well, I have a doozy for you when I'm going to get to my specific one. Okay, so okay, Nathan, your turn. What is in your fifth place?
All right. So now that we're getting to the juicy parts,
yeah, that's the point.
Let's see what I have in mind in terms of game. And it's probably one of the most really challenging yet very, well, not the crazy amount of challenging. It was more of a challenging as an action adventure game, which I really, really enjoyed. And I think number 5 would probably be Devil May Cry 1.
Oh, really?
Specifically.
Why the first game?
And I think the first game had a really fantastic, epic, like classic music for back in the days. I really loved the music, especially the final boss music. The final boss music was masterpiece, in my opinion.
I agree. Yeah.
Especially the whole battle scene was phenomenal. It wasn't as difficult as I hoped for what it used to be back in the days. It was hard. Although Devil May Cry games got way harder the more you played than the other, especially Devil May Cry 2, and we're not going to talk about how crappy 2 was, because a lot of people complained about it.
2 is garbage.
In fact, 2, a lot of people complain how difficult. But what I liked about it in terms of other games, like, it's not an RPG whatsoever, but what I liked is the game that got me into action-adventure games, because I liked how he gets new abilities, he taunts enemies very well. The cutscenes were the most satisfying thing in the game. I think, in fact, the more they added cutscenes in the game, the more I would have liked it, because I just enjoyed every little bit of cutscenes they had left. Because everything...
I was actually not expecting to actually say in Devil May Cry. I thought the other games will arrive, but interesting to see that you actually did play Devil May Cry.
I freaking love Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry, I freaking love it so much. In fact, I haven't played all of them. I still need to play 3 and 4. I played the latest one, to be fair, and I did like it. I think the latest one is probably my most favorite Devil May Cry, for sure, because of the fact that you can play as Virgil and you can play as Dante, you can play as Nero as well, which is pretty cool, and the graphics were phenomenal. The music was mind-blowing for the modern DMC game. It's really top. But I think the first one was more for the fact that the fact that they remastered it as well. They had the HD version of it. The classy graphics with high definition resolution, it just made it much more interesting, especially the music.
Did you play the other game series except for 2?
I played 1 and 2. I played them for sure. And I thought 2 was disaster. Even though 2, it had some really fun enemies, but overall it was too complex. There was too many levels which were complicated for no reason. I think if they made it a little bit more simplified, would have been better. Although the enemies were fun to fight.
Wait, so you didn't play 3, 4, and 5? You never played those?
3, no. I watched people play 3, but I've never played it myself. I think 3 had phenomenal cutscenes. 3...
Dude, you should play 3. 3 is the thing that actually saved this franchise. You should definitely give it a shot. Dude.
3, I think 3 was probably the most difficult DMC game that I've seen, because you get to play as Nero and Dante, right? And you get to
Yeah.
for example,
Young Dante,
the first part of 3 was the most mind-blowing part, is the fact that you're playing as Dante and you're getting the tutorial while you're fighting Nero at the same time. That was like the most hype moment in the game.
No, that's 4. That's 4.
Oh, that's 4. Sorry, that's 4. So that was the most exciting thing I remember in 4. That's the whole starting part where you have the tutorial and they're fighting with each other. But 3 I don't know much about, to be honest with you. And
you should give it a try, dude. You
was
should give it a try.
Was it 3? Wait, was it 3 where there was the clown or the jester thing? I think that was 3,
Yeah,
right?
3. Yeah, the one with the jester is 3. The one with Nero that you just talked about, it was 4.
Because 3, I remember 3, what I liked so much is the jester boss.
Yeah,
the jester boss. He was
it's a nice
annoying
boss,
as
yeah.
fuck. He was annoying as fuck, but he was pretty cool. Because he was like the Joker of DC. Literally, he goes there, he literally tries to kill Dante, but every time he taunts him, like Dante just shuts him up every time. It's like I fucking hate clowns. It's like
it's not completely true what you're saying, because there is something with the story. You should definitely play the game first so you understand. Because
the clown thing.
Yeah, the clown thing. Because actually those fights are actually optional in Devil May Cry 3. You can actually decide if you. Yeah, those fights are actually optionals. And yeah, I'm not gonna give you the story because it's gonna ruin it if I give you the story, because this is the most important part about it. Because
I will
is
say,
actually a important character.
Story or no story, the Jester was the best boss in the game, period, man. I fucking love the Jester. Annoying as he is, he's pretty cool. That's all I will say.
Okay, so going back to the subject, why is it on your 5? Why Devil May Cry 5 is in your top 5? Why is it in 5?
I think what I liked is the beautiful action sequence of it. I love the character so much. Dante was such a relatable character. He's so chaotic. He just gives no F's whatsoever with his enemies, and he's just overall badass. And the story of him just makes him more like a badass and relatable-ish character. And what I liked about him is that he had so much untapped potential, and the more you make in the game, the more you realize he's such an OP character. It's like what I like about him. He's pretty much a perfect resemblance of an anime badass action show or even films that you watch, where you feel like a character is underwhelming, and then the more you watch the anime, the more you start realizing, holy crap, this guy just ended up getting from this level to this level. And that's what I like. The music was sensational. I'm not gonna even say anything about music. Boss battle music was fire, man. It's the kind of game that you get distracted by the music and you die because of the music, not because the boss fights are difficult. It's like pretty much the similar concept of God of War, like the God of War 2018. The music is fucking fire, man. It's amazing.
There's a thing that actually happens in all the Devil May Cry game. I will get to that. Devil May Cry is definitely on my list. I will not say which Devil May Cry. We will get to that. So now is my turn. 5th place. I actually changed it while we were talking. Actually, I was actually thinking about either it will be Ratchet and Clank, Cracking Time, or Tales of Vesperia. So I decided that my top 5 will be Tales of Vesperia, which is
Vesperia. Yeah, that was a good one as well.
Yeah,
Vesperia I forgot to mention one, Zestiria.
Yes, it's the Syria.
Oh, yeah.
Syria, but there's the Syria, but what mine that I'm picking is Vesperia. It's different.
Yeah, Vesperia and Esperia are different.
Yeah. So so that's
Vesperia is really cool. We had Yuri, right?
Yes, Yuri. Yeah. Yes, the main character is Yuri. Yes, you're right. You're right. Yes,
he's cool.
I think is that first of all, this was my first Tales of game that I ever played. That was
mine was Zilia. Mine was Zilia.
Good place to start, if you ask me. So that's also the reason why it's also one of my favorites. Also, I think for my opinion, it have one of the best stories, and also I like the fact that you have a lot of places to explore, and you have a lot of stuff you can get. There are also a lot of side quests that you can actually get from even for enemies and stuff like that that actually can give you more information about what happened to those enemies which are still alive or stuff like that. And there's just so many stuff to do, and the characters are so lovable. I like the combat. Although the only thing that kind of annoying me with about it is how to get the super attacks. The super attack can be quite tricky to achieve, and to unlock them is kind of annoying sometimes because you have to get the specific item to unlock those levels when you actually get to the specific. But beyond that, the story is definitely superb, and the gameplay is definitely helping it a lot. It's really easy to get. It's really easy to understand. And what is much I like about this game is the fact that it's making sure that you understand how to play the game, and also you need to understand how to fight your enemies. You have to understand what is their weakness, what kind of type of element I need to use. You need to understand that, because if you're not going to do that, you will find yourself getting beaten very fast, because this game is not easy. It's not a really easy game. It can be quite tough if you do not understand how this game works.
Alright.
So this what I really like about this game is it's good. It's not easy, but it's also but when you actually understand the mechanic and you understand what's going on with your boss or enemy or something like that, you can figure out how to do. And the puzzles are very nice addition. It's not hard or anything like that, but it's nice. It's making you just thinking around sometime out of the box and something like that, and making sure that you explore and something like this. So it have its own good moments, and I like how you just can go and just do whatever you like. And yeah, it's also on every console on the Sun, so everybody can just check it out and just enjoy it. The graphics are amazing. It have a really nice, vibrant colors, and it's absolutely really enjoyable on the eyes. And yeah, just absolutely awesome characters all around. Yeah. So okay, so
I
my five.
specifically like the Tales of Vesperia because of the darker story plots, like
Yeah, the story
Yuri
is
not
definitely
being liked, him being basically wanted at the beginning,
Yeah.
escaping, probably kidnapping the princess, and then the attitude of nobody else is gonna do it, I will have to do it. I have to be the one that has to murder someone.
Yeah. That's
Mm.
what I like about this. It have its own dark tone compared to the other
Yeah.
games in the series, which is making the game much more interesting and much more reliable to actually understand and just get it. It just kind of feel some kind of connection and stuff like
And
that.
now
So
I
that's why
forgot another Tales of title, Berseria.
yeah, yeah. You're right
Too
about
many
that. Yeah.
titles.
Yeah, too many titles, but let's face it, all of them are great.
They're
Okay,
all great. They're
so
all great.
yeah, all great. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so that's my fifth place. Okay, Lior, what is your fifth place?
Mm.
Go Bessie.
Fifth place.
Fifth place.
Bessie.
What?
Fifth
Fifth
place.
place. Fifth place.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Decide. Your fate
you
is
sleeping?
your fate is
You're
hanging in the
waking up.
No, I
balance.
was.
Yeah, you been sleeping?
I'm actually also in the meantime while we're doing this. I'm also working some college stuff.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
okay.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Good
Okay.
point. All right.
I have
Okay.
no
So
choice in this matter. So yeah.
okay. So you have a fifth place.
Yes.
Okay.
My fifth place would be Genshin Impact.
Oh, Genshin Impact.
Alright.
Oh, really? Okay.
It is a
Why is
very
that?
lengthy game, but it has a
Yeah,
good
that's
story.
true. Yeah, it have a good story, although it have its moments when the story can be quite but it have its stuff. I think the combat in this is very nice. The fact that you
Yeah,
can
I love Genshin, but I feel like it could be a little bit more. You know,
I
More
agree.
story,
Yeah,
less side quest, please.
yeah,
not
I
just
agree.
that. I mean, like it feels like it's missing a thing, a certain something. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it.
Mhm,
Alright.
I see. Okay, nice.
Hell-
Okay, and why it's in your fifth place?
That's what I just said.
Mm.
No. I want to know why it's more better than the others. Why it's more better than Terraria, Minecraft?
Why is it good?
God,
More
it's one of the
exploration?
best adventure games I've played in a long time.
Right.
Okay, fair point.
Okay.
But what
Okay,
makes
fair
it the
point.
best?
It was the first. It's the first horrorverse game that I ever played that I enjoyed. So
Right.
Mm.
But what makes it best in the other games, in your own opinion?
the story.
Just the story.
Yeah, I always pick a game based on the story.
Fair
I
enough.
see. Makes sense.
Okay.
Fair enough. Okay. Okay. Mr. Hero, you with us? Are you with us, Mr. Hero?
Yep.
Awesome.
Hero?
Okay. So
Yep.
yeah.
Mr. of
I'm here, Leo, don't
Heroes.
worry. I'm here.
Mr. Hero, thank you.
I am
Mr.
here.
Hero, Mr. Hero. Okay,
I am
so
here.
what is your fourth place?
My fourth place. I have had a lot to think about this one because I did want to say like the Skylanders games, but if I had to pick one to put at fourth place,
Yeah.
wait, oh man, I just realized if I put a Skylanders game here, I won't be able to put put like another Skylanders game higher, or would I? Or does that have to be like one specific?
One
Well,
specific.
either way, you have to pick one.
Yikes. Okay.
Alright.
Alright, that changes my plan completely. Number four. Screw it. My number 4, Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Not the
Complete
Skywalker
Saga,
Saga.
okay.
The Complete Saga.
Okay, alright.
Wait, you mean the Skywalker Saga?
Cool, cool.
No,
No, the complete.
yeah,
Those are
the
two different
original
sagas,
one.
bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alright. How you like it?
So
And the reason I picked that one is because it really started my side of loving like everything about Star Wars, and it's the main reason I started watching the movies as well.
oh really?
That's cool.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
because
So
of
I'm
this
the type of
game-
guy to play the Lego version of a game and then watch the actual movie and realize how different it is.
Oh,
but-
well, yeah, it's definitely very different. From
Yeah,
that,
yeah, it is
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
for sure,
different.
yeah.
But yeah, and I also really like the way that you can customize your own characters and make your own characters in the games.
yeah.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. I really
Yeah,
love
that-
that.
Like I
I love
enjoy all the
character creation.
customization.
Mhm. Okay.
With that,
Yeah.
one could either go to Star Wars Old Republic, which was a good one, or
Yeah.
all the other Lego types of games.
Yeah,
Lol.
that is
Mm.
true.
Because all of them are
okay.
epic.
Okay.
Except
So
for
what,
Lego Worlds, that one sucks.
okay. So
Yeah.
what is in your fourth place? Why is your fourth place? Why it's not in your top 10, top 4? The first and second. Why is that?
The reason it's in the top 4 is because it's
Mhm.
one of my favorite Lego games. Out of all of the ones I played, if anyone asks me like, "What's your favorite Lego game?" It's always gonna be the Complete Saga.
I
As
see.
much as
So-
I like the Skywalker Saga, the like all the original stuff just can't be beat.
I see. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Shadow, your turn. It's the fourth place.
Fourth place?
On fourth place,
Fourth
we got
place.
Omori.
What? We didn't hear you.
Omori.
Oh, I know that.
Mori.
I know that game.
Amori. Oh,
I've never heard of that one actually.
Mori? What's that?
You never heard of Amori?
I didn't
Isn't
know
it
about
an-
that.
No.
Yeah, I love Omori. Omori,
Omori?
I really resonated with the main character of the game by having the character and the game itself made you feel the emotions. It had a psychological horror bit vibe to it, which I'm very fond of.
Mhm.
And it really talked to about a lot of psychological issues, like the long staircase when you are very full of fear or shit like that, or
Mhm.
things that you keep in the back of your head but try not to reveal to yourself and keep to like cover it with something in your head that you don't have to think about it, or
Mhm.
you have to fight against yourself to get somewhere, shit like that.
Ooh, that
It,
sounds
it
like a
was
good
very,
game.
very much in depth. Also, with the fantasy world and the real world difference, and that you try to cope, the coping mechanism.
I
It
see.
covered several things
Interesting,
in one
actually.
game, and that is, they made it so in depth and so well. It really fascinated me a lot,
I really want
and I
to check this
resonated
out.
with it.
It's all about the
Actually.
copium, bestie.
Yeah,
Okay, so why
Nice.
is it in your first place? Why is it not the fourth place and not the second?
it's the fourth place. It's the fourth place, Betty.
No.
Mm.
Why is it there though?
No, why is it
It's
there? Yes, that's
there
what I meant.
because it's a phenomenal game that I really resonated with. Though it cannot top the ones that I grew up with, or the one that really resonated the most with me.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay.
Very
Nathan.
interesting.
Nathan, number 4. Go for
Let's see. So the other one was DMC. So now to top it off, something better than DMC.
No, Nathan, you need to be more precise actually, because people can get confused, because there is a game called DMC and there's actually a game that's called Devil May Cry.
I mean, put it that way. All the Devil May Cry games. How about that? Because at this point, we can't specifically say all of them because you told us to pick one, which makes it even more difficult. So
that's the point.
At this point, I'm just gonna hit everyone in equal and just say all of them. So number 4. I think number 4, I would probably go with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That one I would probably go with.
Interesting.
The reason I like it,
First Dragon Ball game we heard so far.
That game is insanely fun RPG game because it takes place of the story from the actual anime that is replicated into the game beautifully with a little bit minor twists. And it is a full-on RPG game. You fight enemies, you level up, you start evolving your abilities, your Kamehameha, and much, much more. And the best part is you can do so much things in it. Especially, you can also fish, by the way, which I've never seen Dragon Ball fishing. It's the most funniest mechanic in the game. Just literally, he just pulls. He just pulls out a fish, and then he just kicks the fish in the middle and just claims the fish. That's how funny.
Oh, really?
And then the best part is you can
and then just eat it.
Yeah, and he just kills the other like dinosaurs and stuff. He gets the ingredients, and then he goes to his wife, and then the wife cooks up, and then you see the animation of them actually eating the food, which, by the way, it made it the most attractive looking food in any RPG game I've ever seen. So it was truly great. And what I liked about it is the story. Story is insane. Story, there's no doubt about it. Story is phenomenal. And graphics are beautiful as hell, especially when you go in the area where you're like going to Mr. What's his name? Mr. Yoshi's house,
Master Yoshi.
Master Yoshi. Thank you. Yoshi. Which is basically the old man that trained Goku to become the warrior that we know. It basically inspired him to grow. And then from there, Goku started leveling up his abilities by himself and self-taught himself throughout the journey. And pretty much what I liked, it's the story, graphics. Music was okay. It wasn't mind-blowing. Unless you get to the boss fights, that's where it gets really good. Adventure music wasn't as mind-blowing as I thought it would be. But although, if you like anime and you like RPG, my god, it's so good, this game. It's insane, especially the graphics. If you go in the forest area and you're flying with Goku and you see it's so nice, man. And the best part is, it's a big area. It's a semi-open world, but it's huge area. You can do so much stuff in it. So you collect a lot of stuff. You craft like food, so it gives you temporary buffs. You can train your characters so they increase their level of their abilities. Like, for example, you want to level up your Kamehameha ability. What do? You go to a training area, and then you fight a level 50, like you battle a level 50 enemy, which is a boss. And then once you beat that challenge, your ability gets leveled up. And not just that, there's so much upgrades you can do. Not just that, you can also collect Dragon Balls, and you can use them to make an actual wish in the game, and gives you like a lot of cool shit. Like, for example, you can wish to get more money. You can wish to give you temporary buff. And then they disappear, and then you have to find them again, and it's really nice. And you can do so much. There's a lot of side quests to do, which are fun, so it's really interesting. And anyone who likes anime, there's no doubt you're gonna enjoy it. And the best part is the DLCs. The DLCs are phenomenal, especially the fact
that the DLCs are amazing.
The DLCs are mind-blowing, especially the DLC where you actually, in fact, that's what I really wanted to get, is a DLC where he gets to talk to Wheeze. Is that his name? Wheeze, right? And
Wheeze.
Berus, which is the destroyer.
Beerus.
And he unlocks his god levels Saiyan mode. And that's where shit gets very interesting. You unlock God Saiyan mode, and then you start getting the really hard battles. I'm talking like more than level 100 boss battles, like over level 100. So imagine the grinding and stuff.
9,000!
So it gets really
Someone
cool.
had to do it.
Lol, you have to do it.
Someone had to do it.
Animation is
Someone had to do it, it
fantastic.
was me.
So he goes
Nice,
like,
okay.
and that's what I like. In fact, what I like about it is the animation, where he goes into enraged mode and his aura becomes bigger and more badass. So he likes get angrier, and that's when all shit starts breaking loose, and that's what I like about it. So it's really fun, man. I'm seriously like, the only downside is you need a beefy of a PC to play it, because there's too much in-depth details in the game, especially animation. Animation is insane. Like, for example, I don't know, do you have a meter in the enemy? Like when you start hitting them, they become dazed, and then you have a few seconds until they get conscious. And during that daze, you can combo chain with an attack. And if you time it perfectly, it makes a little cutscene, a very badass cutscene in between a battle. That's how nice it is, man. Like literally full-on anime style. That's what I like
The ones
about
where
it.
they just trade shots are amazing.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the trade shots, yeah. And the best part
That's
is
actually kinda interesting.
you can
Nice.
switch between characters too. You can play as Vegeta if you want to. There are moments where
I
you can
didn't
play
know
as
that.
Vegeta. You can play as Trunks, like future Trunks,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty cool, man. That's in the DLC. In fact, that's what I like about
Oh,
it.
I haven't watched too much Dragon Ball Z myself.
It's really
All
fun.
I have not played any games of them. But
Oh my
my
God.
favorite character is Vegeta.
It's insane.
I actually,
It's
when
always going to be the
I,
Prince of Saiyans.
I actually played,
right?
I actually played
The angry one.
almost all the PS2 games of the Dragon Ball Z. I also watched all the Dragon Ball Z series, except for the newer ones.
I was about to say, have you
all
watched
them.
like the newest one? I've forgotten the name.
No, the
It's,
newer ones I didn't watch.
Daima?
No, I didn't watch the Super, and I didn't watch the newer one. I didn't watch those two. I didn't watch. I
Yeah.
watched Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT. Those are the only two Dragon
Oh,
Ball that I
GT
watched.
was good.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people actually like it, but I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that, by the way, this is a very interesting selection. I really like your choice, by the way, Nathan. Interesting choice. But for finish it off, why it is in your first place and not in the other, and not higher or lower? What's the reason? What's the reason you pick it?
I think it's because, first of all, I am a huge Dragon Ball fan. I freaking love Dragon Ball, even though I haven't watched Dragon Ball in years, because I've been really
I have
addicted to
never
other
gotten
anime.
into it, sadly.
And what I liked about it, it's one of those very few anime-inspired games that they replicated so well in a full RPG immersive game. Like most of the anime games, which is the thing that I hate, is that they make them into fighting games. Like, for example, Jujutsu Kaisen. Fighting game, Demon Slayer, fighting game, and they're nice. The story animation is good.
Hunter x Hunter, by the way.
There's also that. So most of them are like fighting games, and you barely see a game which is represented as an RPG. Even Solo Leveling, they made it into a mobile game, which not a big fan of. If they probably made it into a full-on game, would have been better. But to find an RPG game that is so fun and beautifully detailed and everything, it's incredibly rare. And when I saw Dragon Ball, I was like, that's insane, man. And the voice, I think they were also the original voice actors in the game, which I really liked as well. So even better, man. Like, name one other game which is an anime inspired, which is as good as Dragon Ball. There's barely any. They're all fighting games. So that's what impressed me so much. And it's a full-on RPG too. That's the best part. So you fight enemies, you level up other stuff, and so much more things to do. It's fun. It really is.
I see. Okay, awesome choice. Interesting. Okay, so now for me, so in third place for me is Jack 2. For those who don't know, Jack, there is a franchise called Jack and Dexter. It's a platform game. Yeah, it's a platform game that was released only on the PS2, and you can actually play it on the.
I think I know what game you're talking about.
Such a good game, man.
Yeah, you have. It's so you can actually play it on PS4, PS4, PS5. It actually bring all the collection of Jack and Dexter already on the PS5. You can actually play all of them right now. And there are actually everybody will, if you ever ask somebody that played the Jack and Dexter collection, one of the Jack and Dexter games, they will always say the first game. But actually, for me, it's actually the second game. The second game is actually I prefer much more how they did it in the second game, because the second game is definitely a product of its time. Is definitely in the part when they always trying to get all the characters to become edgy and stuff like that. It's definitely, if you play those kind of stuff, it's definitely almost every character become edgy in that time. And whatever I like about what they did with Jack with the character, they're actually making it dead. Yes, they make it edgy, but it actually making much more interesting compared to how he was the game before it, which he absolutely didn't talk at all. Only Dexter was talking. Dexter is his companion that's always with him. And also, they actually make this game like a very combination of like GTA, that you can steal vehicles and stuff like that. And you have also this cop and this cop system that can always chase you. But the thing is, those are also flying cars that you can just go from lower to higher. And stuff
Yeah,
like
I
that.
remember.
And yeah, and the thing is that this game is very challenging. It's not easy. Is have a very bad when it's come to check. Only thing that kind of lowered this game a bit for me is because of this checkpoint system. The checkpoints is very bad in Jack and Dexter 2. In Jack 2, they kind of fix it in Jack 3. But the thing is that it also make the game also fun, and also make the game much more challenging. It's because there are some stakes that if you're not managing to do some stuff, you have to start from the beginning at some point, which can be quite a bummer. But
Yeah.
but the thing is that I also think this is also the peak of the story in Jack and Dexter's games, because the story is very interesting. I like all the darker team, the darker character, and how they're getting connected with the main character, and how they're trying to get to their objective, and all the bosses in the game that getting much more interesting and much more harder as you go. They're definitely changing. You definitely need to understand how to beat them, because everybody have their own stuff that you have to understand how to beat them. And also, they gave you guns in this game, which is compared to the other game, which was also fun in Sunshine and platform and stuff. In this game, they actually give you guns, and also give you a lot of that you have the way how you use them, because you can actually do you can do a double jump and just do it assault, and then you can actually just shoot everybody around you. It can combine it with your jump and stuff like that. So it actually become very great component to the game also. Yeah.
To be fair, that's pretty much you're saying that's the only game with guns, but that's not entirely true, because Lost Frontier was all about gathering a lot of ranged weapons and utilizing them. In fact, majority of the game is you always have to use ranged weapons, and then the only option.
No, you get me wrong, Nathan. I'm saying compared to the other game, compared to the previous game, the first game you didn't have guns. The previous game you didn't have guns.
Yes.
That's what
Well, the first game, the only thing you had, which was ranged, was the super energies, the super egos that you collect, which gives you abilities, like the yellow one, which allows you to shoot stuff. Which is technically was it. It wasn't really guns, but yeah.
To tell the truth, The Lost Frontiers is definitely one of my latest favorite game in this franchise. I actually didn't like,
and the most difficult one, in my opinion, too.
Yeah, I agree with that, because it's not my favorite but if you ask me, the second one is actually much more tougher because of the missions and stuff. The missions are much more complicated, and you need to understand how to approach them, and that also makes this game much more fun in that way. And that's why I like it more. And it's only on my first. So the reason it's on my first is because the games that are in the top 3 are really, really good for me. And I think that this game is definitely also a game that I actually started the Jack and Dexter franchise. I actually did play my first game that I ever played on the PS2 was Jack and Dexter, but I actually didn't much have kind of connection to the game. I didn't kind of like it. But after I played Jack and Dexter 2, I actually went back and played Jack and Dexter 1, and I actually enjoyed it. And then I played the other games in the series. So
what about So what about the flying missions in Lost Frontier? You thought those were not easy because those were hell to do, and if you think 2 was difficult, imagine those flying missions in Lost Frontier where you have literally everyone fixated on you, and the worst part is, imagine you have a mission where you're going through a volcano and you're trying to escape from that volcano, but the hitboxes were so terrible that you easily get shotted and you take so much damage that you have to restart from the beginning and all. Yeah, so those were a nightmare to do. The flying missions were the awesome thing I liked about it was the customization of the vehicles, but other than that, the missions were terrible, especially the flying one, because you get enemies like. Apparently, their aims never miss. And apparently, when you're trying to shoot, it always misses. It sucks. It really sucks.
Absolutely.
Although, what I will say, it had a very dark story, though. I really love the dark story of it.
Yeah.
You like the darkest of stories?
Yeah,
I love dark story. I mean, I watch freaking Chainsaw Man. Of course, I love dark stories.
Oh yeah.
Of course, I freaking love dark stories.
That would make sense.
Berserk, if you ask me, Berserk is much more darker. Berserk is definitely much more darker. Okay. Lior. Okay, Lior, your 4th place, please.
It is Maten.
Matan. What is Matan? I never heard of it.
Yeah, I never heard
I
of it.
never heard of it.
Anyway, at 4th, I will be putting Zero.
Zenless Zone Zero. Oh, okay.
Of course, not surprised. I had a feeling you're gonna put that.
Okay, so why it's better than Genshin? Why is
Obviously, he's putting Honkai as number 1. Watch that happen. Watch that happen.
We'll see.
Watch that happen.
No assumptions yet.
Shut up.
Yes, go. Yes, go on. Click all the order.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, let me speak first. You not let me speak. You never let me speak.
Speak.
Go on.
Speak.
Wow,
Yes.
so feisty.
Yeah, very feisty. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Why so feisty? Talk, sir. What are you waiting for?
Listen, I'm doing my college project and this at the same time. Leave me alone.
You want my sandwich? Would that motivate you here?
No.
Let me put some extra mayonnaise for you.
For me.
Take the sandwich. It's got peanut butter. I put peanut butter and mayonnaise.
Okay.
Nathan, you can shove that
Another
sandwich up
question.
your butt. Let my bestie talk.
Answer the question, or you eat the sandwich. How about that?
Can you just shove that sandwich down somewhere so you just
Wait, Frogo, you want the sandwich? Here you go. Here you go, my friend. Buy
Okay,
a
you
bon
should shove
appetit.
it up in his mouth that he stops talking. Damn it.
Sandwich. Oh no, he's slapping my sandwiches. Sandwich is being slapped. Oh no. No more.
Enough, dude.
Sandwiches.
Enough.
Okay, Leo, talk. Go, bestie.
Your talk, please.
Thank you. I generally just love the story of Zone Zero. I know you guys are not big fan of Zone Zero. You like it, but not as much as Genshin and Honkai.
Listen, Zenless Zero have a good gameplay that I will definitely get for Zenless Zero.
Yeah, and I love the characters. Like
the characters
the
are
fact that
good. Yeah, but I didn't like the story. To be more precise, I didn't like the story. I didn't feel kind of connection. I didn't feel any kind of stake compared to
Black
Genshin
Swan.
or Honkai Star Rail. What's that have to do with Black Swan? All right.
But it took you long enough.
Yeah.
or I'll do you one better, Kafka.
Well, dude, there's a movie called Black Swan.
Kafka
sucks.
So it's kinda...
What do you mean Kafka sucks? She's so beautiful. She's so beautiful.
In all of Honkai Star Rail.
Good. That's what makes her even more awesome as a villain.
No, I hate her.
Name
She's
name one girl that looks as beautiful as Kafka, which is a villain. Which is a villain.
Nobody is as ugly as her.
What do you?
Oh, whoa.
Don't listen to them, Kafka. They're just jealous. They're jealous. Let them be.
My wife who much could beat her in a freaking beauty
They're
contest.
jealous. He's so pretty
so
though.
Lior, okay, so it's Lior. Lior, so what's the reason it's in the fourth place for you?
I love the characters, I love the story, I love the gameplay, but I believe that other Hoyoverse games are much more better story wise than Zone Zero.
I see.
But yeah,
Okay, awesome.
Noise.
Okay. Now we are on the top 3, everybody. Top last 3.
Here we go.
Very nice.
Okay. Okay, time to get
Three.
time to get canceled on any kind of social media. Okay,
Yay!
Yay!
I like being cancelled. I just canceled myself eating a sandwich
Don't
with
get
jelly
cancelled
beans
on
on it.
Twitter.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, Mr. Hero, you're next.
Yep.
This
what is
fine.
on number 3?
This
Number
is
3.
fine.
Number 3
If you don't say
is a tough one.
if you don't say Xenoblade, I'm gonna unfriend you right now. If you don't say Kingdom Hearts, we got a problem, you and me. That's all I say.
I'm
Oh,
sorry to
none of
say,
those
but
are
Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts
Hearts.
isn't even on my list.
Kingdom,
Are we
are you
gonna have a
kidding me?
problem?
Kingdom,
We're gonna have a
Kingdom
problem?
Hearts fans
Kingdom
are
Hearts isn't on my list.
Kingdom,
Kingdom
you
Hearts
know what?
and Xenoblade are not on my list.
You know what? Axel is gonna come there and burn your ass. That's what's gonna happen. And you know who else is gonna come? Roxas is gonna come for
Kingdom
that.
Hearts is awesome. It just didn't make my list.
What the-
No problem. Okay, Mr.
Okay.
Hero, what is your third place?
My third on the list is Mastrobot.
Okay, that's
Oh,
okay. That's a good
I
game. That's a
thought
good
you
game.
were first.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah,
I'll take it back. That's still a good game. That's still a good game. Respect. Okay, respect.
Why is it on your first? That's actually interesting on my part. I actually thought it's gonna be your first place. Why it's not
Yeah,
your first
I
Yeah,
thought
place?
so.
that was me. That because
Oh,
it's
no.
literally
Oh, no. I have something even better for my first. But
Oh,
the
really?
reason I picked Astrobot for my third game is because, as challenging as it is,
Yeah.
the platforming is just phenomenal. And
I agree.
Yeah.
the variety
Yeah.
of PlayStation characters that you can collect as bots, and
Yeah,
also
that's cool.
the unique levels as well. I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
Mhm.
And there
And
are
also,
challenging
he's my
levels.
profile picture, so
Of course.
Yeah, we know
Yes.
this.
he's my boy.
Yeah,
I
we
thought
know
it's
this.
gonna.
What's my
I
boy?
thought it's gonna be number one. I actually thought that as well.
Yeah, me too.
No,
Yeah, we
Hey,
want
that's not
yeah.
even better
number
for number one.
Yeah, I got
Me?
surprised. Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
no,
platforming, the story was okay. Music, phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Platforming, difficult, but also really good. And it is also the first game that I ever got the platinum trophy.
Graphic. I
So-
mean,
Oh,
graphics.
really?
Hero graphics.
Graphics.
That's-
What about
that's,
graphics?
Oh, the graphics are amazing.
There you
I
go.
agree,
I was
yeah.
gonna say,
Very
it's like,
good.
don't leave out the graphics. The graphics is the most awesome thing that encouraged people. I mean,
Yeah.
in
And
comparison
this
to
might
other
be
games.
controversial to say, but
Oh boy. What's-
Astrobot deserved Game of the Year.
I agree. I agree.
But-
That's
It deserved Game of the Year.
But wait a
Yeah,
I've
minute.
never
But
played
wait
it,
a
so I
minute.
don't know.
Who are the competitors against it? That's what I want to know because I
It
forgot.
was Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth Tree shouldn't even been on there because it's a DLC.
Okay, that makes sense. You're right. And
Black
what
It's a
else?
DLC, it shouldn't have been on there.
Was Spider-Man there as well?
Final Fantasy 7 something.
Rebirth.
Remake?
Rebirth,
Uh,
probably.
Yeah,
Rebirth.
yeah, Rebirth.
And Black
Uh,
Myth Wukong.
Okay.
Balatro, Black
And Black
Myth
Myth
Wukong.
Wukong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was it.
that was
I
it.
think people are gonna
Yeah.
criticize you for that because Rebirth is such an insane game. So I don't know
Rebirth is
about
good.
that,
I
man.
haven't played
Balatro,
Rebirth.
really good
I'm
as well.
still on Reunion as well. I have to play that as well.
Ah, it's so good.
I mean, like Nathan, Rebirth is good, but I think is actually that remake was much more better when it comes to story wise, because I
Hot
think
take:
that,
Black Myth Wukong is overrated as hell.
Well, that's
Really?
I said it.
You
I said it.
really?
Okay,
I've
later.
never heard
No.
anyone say that before.
Yeah.
I said
Also,
it.
for the first impression of Wukong, I was like, monkey. I don't like monkeys.
Okay.
But that's
First opinion. Monkey.
but that's more biased. But wait a minute, that's more biased. That's more biased. Like,
Yeah.
but in all sense, like, forget the fact that you don't like monkeys. That's fair. That's more a biased
Yeah.
opinion. But if you were
yeah.
to give more general opinion about it, why does it in your eyes you think it doesn't deserve what it got in terms of what award? I don't know what awards it got. I think it won something, right?
Yeah, it did. I mean, don't get me wrong. The game itself looks absolutely beautiful. Like,
but
don't get me wrong about
yeah.
that. The game looks
is.
absolutely beautiful.
yeah.
But as it is my like my opinion and stuff like that, it's just not really my type of game.
Which is valid. Which is valid.
That's fair.
That's just
it's
one of my
valid
opinions. It's just
opinion,
not
yes.
my type of
I'm
game.
not into
Okay.
that much of a Souls-like game, so that's completely validated.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Shadow, your turn. What is your
Oh,
first place?
third on my list. The third on my list, I would say the entire Pokemon franchise. But I'm gonna go with the one that gave me the most emotional influence of all time. I replayed it so many times, and I had to cry at the end each and every time. It is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky.
Interesting.
Interesting choice. Okay, so
Bestie.
Okay, so what is the first place?
It's on
Why
the
is
third
that?
place. It has a very deep place in my heart. I grew up with this game.
Mm-hmm.
The characters are very lovable. I freaking love the art style. Like just my type of fantasy world type of thing with pixels and all that shit.
Okay.
Interesting.
But it wasn't a big part of my personality though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So Nathan, your turn. What is in the third place?
Third place, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Third place.
Aaron,
It's
I can hear
it's
you.
between-
I can hear you.
What?
we can hear the cogs turning.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said that sounded so
We can
wrong.
hear the cogs turning.
Not gonna lie, the way you made it sounded so wrong in my head, but you were not gonna talk about it. It's fine. I just misunderstood you. Don't worry about it.
Come on.
Nathan.
Come on.
I just misunderstood it. Look, he has an accent, which sometimes it's tricky to understand. It's not my fault. It's a British accent. Let me see.
How dare you talk to me about them about fresh like that, bro?
Brefesh. Wait, did you say Brefesh? You said
Brefesh?
Brefesh.
Excuse me?
Brefesh. That's what I heard.
Damn, I'm just catching some strays over here. Don't
Brefesh.
mind me.
Love it.
I'm just
I think-
catching all the insults over, you know.
It's fine.
Somehow I see this becoming
Don't,
an actual word.
look,
in the
you
internet.
know how I can cure your wound? Very simple. I'll just make some beans and toast for you. Don't worry about it. I'm a chef. I'm a chef.
Wow,
I'm a chef.
okay.
I'm a chef.
Okay, I've
I'm
heard
a
it
chef.
now.
I'm a chef.
Your damn freaking
I'm a chef, so it's fine. Look,
Shut up, you butt.
worst thing, I'll just
No.
put mayonnaise on it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. Let's
So-
talk. Okay.
I'm loving the stereotypes.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Shut up and let Nathan talk, please.
So
Okay.
it's fine. It's fine. We're just having a nice conversation.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'll be scrolling on Twitter if you need me.
So no, you will
Oh.
not. So this is such a tricky one, man. Because I love so many games. That's the problem. Well, I guess number 3, which it was the game that made me actually probably cry and just mind blown from enemy design, and considering how long of a game it is and how beautiful the styling is, that would probably go for Tales of Arise.
I
I think
knew
that's number
All
3.
right.
I knew it.
That
As soon as you
game,
said that, I knew it.
that game was beyond incredible, and it was one of the most annoyingly challenging games ever. I freaking loved and hated at the same time. The amount of grinding and shit you have to do, it's insane. It really is, because even
That's a
with
really
good
good game, though.
character, it's really phenomenal. It's a kind of game that it goes insanely deep with its characters. And it gets
I agree
so
with that,
dark in
yeah.
between. How it begins, it was dark as it is. Now imagine continuing with it. And it gets more and more badass and more open. It gets more like fantasy-ish. And the enemies are phenomenal. Like the enemies gives me like pretty much like the enemies remind me actually from Xenoblade. Because the enemy designs, they were so good that they were all just random enemies. So you ended up seeing like enemies from another dimension. Some of them were even like robots with insanely levels of power and intelligence. They were
Did you
like
play also the DLC story?
I did play, and it was insane. It was really good. I freaking loved everything. And what I liked about it is the fact there's so much abilities you can equip. There's so much things you can do. It's crazy. You can customize them. It's crazy, y'all. And the strategy that there's behind it, it's insane. It's way more strategic based game than most of other RPGs, because it's not just about your formation. It's what abilities you set, how you use them. Also, some armors give you special effects during the battle, so you need to utilize them for bosses, because some bosses, they will hit you hard. Even if you dodge and everything, it's just difficult as hell. And stuff like that. Like, and even the side quests are fun to do. They're repetitive. They are repetitive, most of them. But not all the time, and majority of the times. What I liked about it as well is the fishing mechanics. The fishing mechanics were addictive in that game. I loved that you can fish in it. You can also build your own farm, and you can make money out of that farm, so you can buy better armor and stuff. It's cool. Not just that, you can also what more was there besides fishing and all? There was a farm system. There was a lot of in-depth mechanics into it. I believe there was also one where you can craft gems or some stuff like that.
I think you're right. Maybe I don't. It's been a while.
I'm not sure. There was
I actually didn't give a shit about that.
To be fair, that was, believe it or not, that was one of the most things that gives you open more for strategy, because those gems are a big freaking deal. Trust me, those gems are what carried my ass in the game. If it wasn't for those gems, I would have died much more. Because imagine a gem gives you like 15% damage buff and all that. So trust me, that game is hell to beat, especially bosses. But it was very satisfying.
Well, I do have to add my opinion to that game.
What do you think?
I was very fond of the story at first, with him having a mask and like, I forgot all my shit, what I do, who I am, blah blah blah. And then beautiful woman, freaking princess, I simped for her. And then the main character simping for her as well. I love that. And then
also say shrimp. Don't say totally the S word.
No, leave the fucking mask on. Leave the fucking mask on. I don't like this.
Okay, that's my opinion about that.
It's an interesting game.
Okay, so Nathan, last thing before we are moving on. Why it's in the third place and not farther up or down? Why is that in third place?
Well, you guys know I have the games which are way much better in that lineup in comparison to Tales of Arise. Now, to say that Tales of Arise is a masterpiece, and I saw some people would disagree that it shouldn't be third place, but I'm just gonna say, I have way better games which I connected with them. Tales of Arise was beautiful because that was the game that made me cry and all that, and it was the kind of game that makes you actually want to take more time into respecting and really sync up all the lore that it gives you, even though it's complicated at times, because there's so much complexity in that lore. It's kind of like Kingdom Hearts, but it's not as complicated as Kingdom Hearts because it's just one game and that's it. So at least it's complicated for just one game, but it kind of keeps you invested into the story. That's what I liked about it. And what I liked is the different areas. The areas are amazing, especially the snow. The snow area was really nice. I really loved it.
That was my favorite area.
The snow area was top.
Areas that you can actually enjoy. Yeah, one of the only snow area in game that you can actually enjoy. Absolutely agree. Yeah,
it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Okay, my turn. Okay, so third place for me is Devil May Cry 5. Actually, Devil May Cry 5. Yeah.
Wait, I thought it would be your first because you like Thunder so much.
Yeah, well, that's the point of this ranking stuff. It's the surprise stuff. Okay, so the reason. Okay, so let's me talk about this game and tell why I actually prefer why it's in third place. So first of all, this is I think this is definitely one of the best games with the franchise. I think they definitely took into consideration all the cons and the pros in the other games. They definitely perfected it. The animation, the graphics, amazing. They definitely have a great use of the newer Unreal Engine. The RE engine to absolute perfection. The music is amazing and been memed to this day because how great it is. The combat is top notch. I absolutely the thing that you can just do with it and just explore it and just do in every kind of level is just amazing. The story is definitely the pick in every Devil May Cry series, if you ask me.
Mhm.
If I did have I have definitely some kind of thinking about either it will be Devil May Cry 3 or Devil May Cry 5. But in the end, I thought that Devil May Cry have definitely much more enjoyable gameplay because you have 3 characters you can play, and with those, although you have, and after they add the DLC of Virgil, you have 4 players you can play. But I will go with 3 because they are the main characters you play in the game, and the DLC is kind of DLC. So those 3 characters definitely give you more perspective in every fighting game, and they're really fun. And the thing that if you are going online, there's actually you can actually see other people playing. So like if there's somebody else like playing Dante or playing Nero in the same time when there's other characters, you can actually see them in the meantime going around the area. So it's kind of nice touch that they do in this game, and it's kind of nice connection to the other game in the franchise. And I think that if this is going to be the last game in the series, it's a really great way to end it. I like how they did it with Nero. Nero become a very great character in this game. Also, Dante and V are great characters. Dante is definitely being improved tremendously compared to the the third game, and just absolutely amazing all around. And the difficulty is amazing, and the fact that you can actually just there's the first person that you can actually fight in the first time, and you can actually beat him. You can actually beat him, and actually, if you beat him, you actually finish the game automatically. But it's like a joke ending. So because you're not supposed to finish you're not supposed to beat that boss. You need to beat the boss much more later. So it's kind of nice that you have this kind of stuff in this game, and I really like to play this game a lot of times. And it's just enjoyable. I really like this game. I like the bosses. I like all the stuff that this game brings, and this is why it's in the first place. The reason it's not in the first and 2 games is because I think those 2 games are definitely have some more stuff that definitely bring me much more reason to actually enjoy them more. I have definitely enjoyed. I think it's definitely great games, but I think it's absolutely deserves third and not the first 2, because a lot of sting and that I will leave that in that. Okay, so Lior, number 3.
Okay.
Bestie.
So number 3 would be what? I'm here.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
Number 3 for me would be A Wuthering Waves.
Wuthering Waves.
Of flipping
Oh,
choice. Of flipping
interesting.
choice.
Okay.
Bloodwing wave. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I personally love Wuthering Waves. The art style, the story, the overall content is just amazing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I never even heard of Kuro before, so the fact they made so much impact with Wuthering Waves, despite of the bugs they had at first, is amazing.
Yeah, I heard it's a really good. I actually started playing that as well. Really good game. Really good game. The story is actually quite good.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
like
get
Yeah,
the
quite
exploration
I'm
point
still
at it
trying
yet.
to find out how to get to the next chapter in the brand new region.
Yeah,
I didn't get far at it. When I started the game, it was this laggy version when I started, and I just gave up on it.
yeah,
But now I
Yeah,
have
but
it
now
on
we
the
play it on the
PS5, and
PS5,
I
so it's a
will
lot
have to
easier.
get into it. I will have to
Yeah,
get into it on the PS5.
yeah. The PS5 is actually working really well. I really enjoying it
Yeah,
so
that's why
far.
I moved to playing these games on PS5 because it's a lot easier and doesn't catch a lot of space
Yeah.
on your computer.
Okay,
Yay.
awesome.
Less
Why?
lag.
Okay, so why is in your third place and not in second and first? Why is third?
I think you know why,
Uh-huh. I
Waifu.
but I'm
see.
not gonna say it because I want you to have the benefit of the doubt.
Okay,
Waifu.
okay.
Your waifu.
Maybe, maybe, maybe.
Maybe it sounds like a yes to me, but okay.
Typical.
Typical.
Shut up.
Okay, okay.
That's
Mr.
a yes.
Nero,
That's definitely a yes.
that's
Definitely a yes.
Okay, everybody. Okay, everybody, we're moving to second place. Mr. Hero, what is into second place for you?
Alright,
We're
second
close to
place.
the end, you
This
guys.
may be surprising,
Mm,
but in
okay.
second place,
mm.
I have to choose Skylanders Giants.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Second
really?
place.
Yeah.
All right. I wonder
And
what
the
the first place
reason
is then.
Okay.
I put Skylanders Giants instead of all of the other Skylanders games is because it's the one I enjoyed the most, even though I most recently played it.
Alright.
But my experience playing it's just been an amazing game. I've loved every second of playing it, and the story is absolutely incredible. I love the story of the game.
Yeah, my first ever Skylanders game was actually Swamp Force.
Yes, Swap Force. Not many people are a fan of Swap Force because of Vicarious Visions, I think. Is that the name of the thing? I think it's Vicarious Visions. But the engine that they ran it on, not many people liked it, so...
Well, that's when Skylanders was still at like its starting phase before the other versions.
Yeah. And, yeah... I can't really say much about Giants, but it's definitely my favorite one out of all of the 6 games.
Okay, so why is it in your second place? Why is it the second?
The reason it's in my second place, and I know it's an absolute shocker for the people who watch my content, even though most of it is on that one game alone, is because my number 1 game is just on a personal level and also the level of holy crap, this is amazing. It just beats Skylanders.
Fair enough.
Okay, looking forward for that then. Okay.
It's just the reason why I exist. Is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Nice.
Yep.
Probably. Okay, Shadow, your turn. Second place.
Okay, like I mentioned earlier, the second place has 2 games in it for a very obvious reason.
Okay, let's hear it.
It also has like a lot of personality that I got from it in me. So
I like
also
the
it started with a
directions,
very
right?
old game. It's Sonic Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh,
Ah,
I
yes.
see.
a classic yet again.
Okay, very classic.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I just it had I really resonated with Shadow once he got into the Sonic franchise through Sonic Adventure 2. And with that, I kept following him through what he went through. I resonated with it. It became part of my personality, or basically was part of my personality already. That's also where I got my edginess from, mainly, not only.
It's Lord.
Shadow is the best boy.
Yeah.
The bestest of boys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so why
And
is
also
in your
gave me
second
like
place?
the how do I say, not motivation, the personality that gave me the possibility to say fuck it all, piece of shit, I don't give a shit about that. The straightforwardness.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like,
Okay, so
more or
why is
less,
the second?
this is my opinion. If it's not yours, fuck you.
Makes sense.
This
Okay.
is my
Wow.
opinion. If you have a problem with that,
Exactly.
then heck you.
Exactly.
Okay, so why is in the second place and not first place and stuff?
It is very much part of my personality, but you will be surprised. If you don't know my number 1 yet, you will know why.
Okay.
Let's say it like
Okay.
that.
Okay. Looking forward for that. Okay, Nathan, what is in second place for you?
Would definitely be Kingdom Hearts 2 at that point.
Oh,
For sure.
okay.
Specifically.
Interesting.
I mean, let's be real. You got Disney freaking villains, characters all around. Nostalgia right there. So that's like the most hitting point for me. Because when I grew up, I loved watching Disney movies. And until this day, I still watch a lot of Disney movies. I freaking love them. Even though, I'm going to be honest, the live action, in my opinion, is most of them are very disappointing. Until
Those
they
are just cash grabs.
To be fair, until they showed Lilo and Stitch, which might be the only first ever live action that looks decent enough from an artistic point of view, because most of them, were okay-ish.
What's everyone's favorite Disney movie?
What? Oh, like the cartoon, you mean? Cartoons.
No, just any Disney movie. What's your favorite? Everyone.
But
Go.
are you
Wrong
talking? But
movie.
are you talking about the live action or cartoons? Because they're
No.
all Disney movies.
Just,
No,
I
doesn't
think
matter
any.
which one. Just a Disney movie.
Oh, if you
Wrong
if,
Legacy.
if, if any of you say live action, I'm gonna be disappointed. Just so you know,
No, not
Just-
live action for me.
because
No. Get that stuff out of it.
none of the live actions will ever beat the original. Let's get that right. That's one
Yeah,
thing.
100%.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's
I
If
think-
say you're lying to yourself.
If
Okay,
I think the
so-
number one would probably be. I think my most favorite Disney movie would be Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet, I
Oh, I
freaking
love
love
that one.
Good.
because
That's a
it,
legendary
It,
one.
it
it's
was
so underrated.
it was
If
one
I
of the
ask
most
around, nobody knows
insane.
this for some
The
reason.
thing is, it was one of the most awesome pirate films I've ever watched. I mean, where are you
Indeed.
gonna find a pirate ship that literally flies in space with really
know,
good
right?
CGI? Even the CGI was
I
pretty
agree.
And I
damn
freaking
good.
love the
aged well.
song.
It aged
I
well,
love
yes.
that song.
The song, because I was gonna say Emperor's New Groove, which is another great film, but
that's also very
I
good.
took everything in context, and when I took everything, I mean from a graphic point and story. Even though I kind of
Alright.
liked Emperor's New Groove, I liked for the comedy side and even for story. Treasure Planet is overall
I
everything.
hated Crisco. I watched it for Kronk.
Kronk is for the memes. Kronk is for the memes. Many people love it.
That
It's
was
for the
all
memes.
for the memes. All
But
for the memes, bro.
Treasure
Long
Planet,
live Long
Treasure Planet
Okay.
was something else. So
Okay, so Nathan,
was,
go
yeah.
back to the
11
point. Nathan,
So-
go back to the
Wrong
point. Why you like?
letter.
Yeah. So Nathan, go back to the point.
Number-
Why do you like Kingdom Hearts 2, and why it's in the second place?
because Kingdom Hearts 2 is a representation reminder of old genre of films that most majority of the people out there have watched when they were little. So it brings that nostalgia factor for a lot of us, especially
Agree.
with a lot of the freaking worlds are a big ones which I like so much from really awesome movies. And I think also what I like about it, the story was mind-blowing. The story, there's no doubt about it. There were cutscenes which were the most epic cutscenes I've seen, especially the fight between Sora and Roxas. That's without a doubt that was the
Yeah.
best. That
still
was the
stuck in
best
that battle.
fight. That,
I
and
agree.
probably one of the most annoying fights in the game, in my
Yep.
opinion.
Indeed.
I'm not talking about super bosses. That's a completely new
yeah,
new
yeah.
aspect.
Yeah, but
Because
nothing that-
obviously the
We'll get
answer,
to that. We'll
because
get to that.
obviously if we talk about super bosses, that would be Lingering Will, without a doubt. He's the most.
I hate
So with Kingdom
He's the
Hearts,
most
my
annoying.
favorite Kingdom Hearts game is Birth by Sleep, and then it's Kingdom Hearts 2.
But
Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts 2, what I
Yeah.
also liked is the graphics were really good for what they are.
yeah, I agree.
that's
I
true.
really liked
Yeah, for that time, it was definitely the best.
music. There's no doubt about music, especially the intro. The intro,
Beautiful.
the
Yeah.
intro, which is Sanctuary.
Iconic, very iconic.
Sanctuary was insane of a music. We're talking intro.
Yeah,
This is not
totally.
even an in-game. This was just the intro, by the way. That's what made it so nice.
Will
The
never be simple and clean though.
yes and
Not
no.
in my book.
I-
Not in
I
my
agree
book.
with Shadow. I agree with Shadow on this one.
I
actually.
don't know.
I agree with Shadow.
Simple and clean is catchy and nice. Sanctuary
Yeah,
is
there's a
more
bit-
Sanctuary is more emotional driven of music.
There's a reason
That's-
that they become Simple and Clean become the team of Kingdom Hearts. This is why it's
Of course, yeah, no doubt about
In
that.
other games, so
I
there's
just-
a reason for that.
I think Sanctuary is the most emotional driven music.
Don't get
that's
me
what I
wrong,
like about
don't get me wrong. Nathan, don't get me wrong. The Sanctuary is a really good song.
Oh yeah,
agree
I
with
know,
that.
I know.
I mean, I
They're-
just
they're
think the
very
Simple and Clean
fantastic.
is the perfect one.
They're super good.
I'm gonna jump to me, and you will understand why.
Wait, stop.
Wait,
No,
I didn't
No, no.
say my favorite Disney movies. Hercules and Beauty and the Beast.
fair enough.
oh,
I love it.
fair enough.
So wait,
Okay.
did you want to hear why I loved it in comparison to the other games that I voted? As well.
But wait
Sure,
a
yes.
moment. Yeah, but there's a reason why I'm jumping to me. There's a reason. There's a
Oh
reason.
yeah, because
Of
you talk
course,
too much. That's why.
because
Yes.
you're
Okay.
because it's an excuse.
Yeah,
You
there's
have too much
excuse.
screen time, Nathan. Too much
Yeah.
screen time, boy.
Wow.
No,
I'm gonna sue you now.
Enjoy.
Cancel me on Twitter.
Enjoy. Okay, so there's a reason why I'm jumping to me. There's a reason I jumped into me, and the reason is actually that me and Nathan have the same taste on the second place because
Oh.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is also on the second place on my side too. And
Oh,
I
nice.
agree with Nathan's choices because Kingdom Hearts 2 is definitely the best game in the series. If you ask
No.
me, hands down, I like this story. I think the story there was definitely hands down the best. I think
Nope.
the gameplay was definitely the improvement of all the franchise combined, and I really like the entire gameplay that we did. And also, I actually was kind of conflicting in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. The reason that I didn't pick Kingdom Hearts 1 is because compared to the gameplay, it's much more better. But Kingdom Hearts 1 is actually the one that got me to really try new games, because if I never actually try Kingdom Hearts, I never actually even been trying different new games that I'm playing right now. So Kingdom Hearts also I've been playing so many times, more than other game ever. I've been playing it so many times. It's just so great game. I like the bosses, I like the gameplay, I like all the stuff that they're throwing on this game. Yes, it can be a very complicated story so for some, and I understand why. But I think overall this game have really great stuff. I think that I agree with Nathan about the Sanctuary is a really good opening. Although I think Simple and Clean is definitely much more better. In that point. But
Fair.
I also agree with all the other reason that you pick, and also I'm going back to you, Nathan. That's why I'm actually, because we picked the same thing. So why is in your second place on your side, and then I will tell you why it's on second place on my side. Go.
Well, nostalgia is definitely one, because that is one of the RPG games that hit the most nostalgic factor for me, because none of the other games spoke nostalgia to me, none of them. Because this was the first ever game that I played that has crossover with any other franchises. In this case, it's with Disney cartoons. And what I also liked is the characters they had. They were all great characters. I love how sad the story started. And what I liked about Kingdom Hearts so much is that it always tricks you psychologically. You always think it's going to go well, everything's going to be peachy, and everything is going to go the way the character hoped it will go. And then there will always be those little minor plot twists in the story that it changes the whole experience of the story, how you view it. Because all of a sudden you're like, they're going to plan out to go to a summer vacation. Then what happens? A few moments in the game, you end up understanding that Roxas is a nobody. And he was not supposed to exist.
Yeah,
and you're like, and then you're like, what the fuck does that mean? And then you realize,
the start is actually kind of interesting, I think. But there's a problem with the start. If you're actually playing the game on the second time, it can be quite annoying to actually do it the second time, because how long is it? Because let's face it, the Roxas is actually a tutorial for Kingdom Hearts 2. And it can take so many time, and I understand if people actually just throw the game just because of this, because how long it is. But it is a very important part in the story. I think that they definitely should add an option to, if you play the game for the second time, you can actually skip it, if you ask me.
I mean, yes and no. It's an important factor. I mean, skipping is always critical for anyone who wants to just speedrun the game, so that should be always a thing, in my opinion, in any game, especially if you're going to play it for the second time. Because, like if you get sick of to be fair, I would never get sick seeing the cutscenes, because I freaking love the cutscenes so much. But I understand.
When you die at battle, and you have to rewatch the entire scene, that annoys the shit out of me.
That I agree. That should be something why I would allow, because realistically speaking, no one would honestly get annoyed seeing the cutscenes, because cutscenes are good. But if you die so many times and they get repetitive, yes. But
in Kingdom Hearts 1 it was annoying. In Kingdom Hearts 1
it was. But I think the most important is the build-up. The build-up of the start of the game, it built it up very strong. It may be slow for some people, but I think it was the most emotional build-up I've ever seen in any RPG. I mean, where are you going to end up finding a game where you realize that character all along ended up being a nobody to someone else's heart, and then you realize, they're going to punish.
My favorite character in Final Fantasy... in Final Fantasy came in Vivi.
Yes, which that's also another thing. The fact that they also put Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts, that's also another bonus factor. Because, as someone that you actually grew up with Final Fantasy, so you get two nostalgic factors. You get Final Fantasy characters and Disney. So there you go.
I agree, yeah.
And
music.
So
yeah, I agree. So now we're jumping back to me. Okay, so for me, the reason that it is in second place is definitely have to be one of the reason is definitely the gameplay. I think the gameplay in Kingdom Hearts 2 is definitely one of the best. I'm still enjoying it to this day, no matter compared to the other games that I picked from 3 to 10. I still enjoy it. I think the story is very enjoyable. I like also the fact that they put a lot of characters from Final Fantasy game, which is kind of annoying me that they didn't do it in the later games, which kind of annoying. I don't know why they didn't do it, like especially Final Fantasy. Disney they put Disney characters, but didn't put Final Fantasy, which was kind of annoying for me. And but what I really like about is the challenge that they can give you. Whatever you want to be much more give yourself a lot of challenges. You want to give yourself a lot more a story that actually give you some emotions and stuff. This game gonna throw a lot of emotions. There's gonna be a lot of characters that you're gonna like. There's gonna characters that you're definitely gonna not like, and this is gonna get a lot of confrontation with other characters, which is really great. And if you're playing the final mix version, you actually have to fight. You can actually fight the members that already been destroyed, and the fact that you have the data fights that actually give you much more bigger challenge in every one of them, which give a lot of fun and much more enjoyable. The super bosses are definitely something that you need to understand if you want to do it or not, because they're really tough, really tough. Especially Lingering Wheel, which I absolutely just decide to not do because how much he absolutely kicked my butt. Absolutely, just I had no energy to just continue it. I never managed to finish the guy. I managed to do what I want, but never that one. But if you ask me, the best super boss in this game is definitely Sephiroth, because Sephiroth is actually giving you a one-on-one battle, just giving you the creativity to how to face him, and the fights feel much more alive. You have this kind of music that definitely feel much more energetic that you know from Sephiroth, and it's definitely the best fighting boss that you have in this game that I recommend everybody to try. It's actually it's actually less more difficult compared to the first one, if you ask me, but it's definitely the best, and it's definitely this game also one of the first game that made me want to reach level 99. Compared to other games that I actually played before this, I never want to max out my level. Most of the time, for those that are watching my streams, know that I mostly just want to go to point A to point B. If I get to level 30 and I'm getting to the final boss, I will try to fight the boss in level 30. If I'm not, then I will grind a bit, so I'll be a little more stronger. But in this game,
minimum battle.
yeah, pretty minimum, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, exactly. So in this game, I so enjoy it, and I so want to see what more I can actually get and see in this game, and get also the special ending and stuff. So I make sure to level up and stuff like that. So it actually feel much more rewardable and leveling up, and just fighting all the stuff and getting onto all the places and all this. So it's feel kind of rewarding in its own way. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, Leor, your second place.
Second place.
Yes.
So for the second place, the silver medal goes to
Hmm?
Honky Star Rail.
Oh,
Yeah,
Honkai
thought so.
Second
I thought so.
Second
I knew it.
That
Why
one was
second?
missing on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really thought I wouldn't put Honky Star Rail on the list. Like come
Okay.
on, you guys.
Of
Okay,
course we
so-
know.
Okay, so what do you like about this game, and why it's in second place and not first place?
Someday. Just kidding.
Is that really why? Is that really why?
Is that really why? That's
No,
really why.
look, I love the story. Honky Star Rail's story is absolutely amazing. The visuals are wonderful.
I
Out of
agree.
all
That
Honky
was
Star,
really good.
out of all of the Honky series, and out of all of the Hoyoverse games they made, this is by
Yeah.
far my favorite one. It's my
Interesting.
favorite Dutch game of all
Interesting.
time. Because
Nice.
I feel like I can, my character can also fit in that story somewhere.
Mhm.
My OC.
I see. Okay. And why is it in
Nice.
second place and not first place?
Because the first one is a game that actually had an impact on me and kind of led to the creation of my own OC. So I can't put Honky Star Rail in first. As much as I love it, it's just it will be wrong not to
Mhm.
put that game on first place.
Okay, I see.
Interesting.
Right,
Okay,
enough.
fair enough.
Then
okay.
I'm wondering what's on your first spot then.
Yeah.
You know, bestie, but you're not gonna say anything, so it won't burn the suspension.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's suspension.
okay.
I think I know what's
Okay.
gonna be. But I'm not.
Otherwise,
Shut up, Nathan.
Think I know what's
Shut
gonna
up,
be.
Shut up, Nathan.
Shut up, Nathan.
Hero,
I
I
first
have,
spot.
I have my
Now.
ideas. You didn't tell me what it's gonna be, but I have my ideas.
Okay, now to Mr. Hero. Okay, everybody, we are reaching number 1. Okay, so
it is time for the first place, the golden one.
Alright.
Let's go.
Yes,
Yay.
Number one.
number 1.
Yeah.
So before I say the number one, can I say some honorable mentions?
Yeah, go for
Honorable
it.
mentions.
Like just
Go.
before I go into the first one.
Yeah, go for it. No problem.
So
Mhm.
my honorable mentions, we have Mario Kart DS,
Okay.
Detroit
Fun.
Become
I
Human,
love that one.
and Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. Yeah,
Mhm.
Detroit Become Human was very close.
Oh, that was awesome too.
Mhm.
But
Yours.
my number one spot, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild,
Oh,
is
really?
my number one
Bro.
and most favorite game of all time.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm disappointed now.
nice. Nice.
Legend of
Very
Zelda Breath of
good.
the Wild.
Very
There's
good.
just,
Good choice.
where do I
dude.
even begin?
Begin?
Breath of
Where
the
do I
Wild is
even start with Breath of the Wild?
it's a really insanely good game, isn't it?
It is. It is. It is such a good game.
Although a lot of people are starting to prefer
And-
Tears of the Kingdom more than anything, which is interesting.
Ocarina of Time,
Yeah.
damn it.
I
That
like
too.
Tears of the Kingdom, but I like Breath of the Wild more.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
Breath of the Wild
Honestly,
is
honestly, I
really
like
good.
Tears of the Kingdom better.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the reason I like Breath of the Wild is the first reason is it was the origin of the Mr. Hero name. Because when you reach like the Lost Woods,
Ah, yeah,
The
the design
Koroks
of
there
your
call you
name is
Mr.
literally
Hero.
the design of your name is
that's
literally
cool.
the font.
they literally call you Mr. Hero. And I was like,
Oh.
oh yeah, I could use that. And since Breath of the Wild was my main content at the time, I decided to call myself Mr. Hero, and that name
I
just stuck
see.
on. And
Hmm.
also,
Okay,
like,
now we know the origin.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
That's-
like I
think,
love Legend of
that's
I
the
Zelda
origin.
think
games.
our first
and all
spots
that.
are the games that most resonated with our own personalities.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Breath of the Wild just ticks off all of those.
indeed.
Yeah.
Alright.
Awesome. Okay, all right. Okay,
Indeed.
Shadow. Okay, Shadow, you're first place.
Bestie, do it.
Drum roll, please. No, I'm joking.
Do it.
Wait, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait.
What?
Do it.
On it.
What?
Oh wait, no, that's that. But no, never mind. Just do it.
Yeah, go for it.
Do
Shadow.
it.
Go.
So, you guys know a game called In Stars and Time?
Not really. What is
I
it?
keep
No, I didn't hear
mentioning
about
it
it.
a lot. It has honorable mentions and all that jazz. Because first of all, the main character is the one I resonate with most, with all the pun jokes, all the togetherness with all the games. They freaking turned the battle system into a rock paper scissors game, bro.
Oh, the game that you play on stream,
Now-
right? You played on stream,
now-
right?
This game, yeah, I streamed it before.
Mhm.
So with all that, the game also is about the how you feel lonely all the time, even if around people, you feel stuck in time. Every day is the same thing going on, but you can change it just a tiny bit to make it feel like you're still alive. That's basically how I feel my entire life.
I see. Interesting.
Stuck
Okay.
in time, alone, even though you're surrounded by people. You blame yourself, keep blaming yourself, driving yourself mad, battling your own self, trying to keep yourself sane, and you still try and take on a boss that's basically impossible to beat until some point in your life.
I see.
Okay.
Trying to connect to people, but sometimes it does. Most of the time, it just doesn't work because if you try to get to the people, trying to get to know you more, they think you're crazy and neglect you.
Okay. It seems
That's my
so.
life in a nutshell.
I see. So the reason it's your first place is because it's resonant with you much more stronger than compared to the other games.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Cool
So
beans.
Nathan, it's your turn. Why is your first place?
Mhm. Well,
Why are you laughing like
well. I never
saying.
thought that as a Kingdom Hearts fan, and you all know what's my answer's gonna be, because I
You're
freaking
gonna get canceled.
I literally played a lot of it off stream, and I really enjoyed. And I can't say anything about the others because I haven't got into them yet, but I will get into them eventually. But
Yeah.
even though my model was based on Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts will always be a place in my heart, and also a combination of anime, which inspired me to go with this model, because I thought that elves are the most beautiful freaking races in pretty much in anime and in RPG games and so on and so forth. But even though I love Kingdom Hearts so much to the core, apparently there was another game, surprisingly, in combining all factors, it blew me away for a console game, considering the fact of the production of it limited by the console itself. And that game is 100% the fact that this game should have won Game of the Year, by the way, at least for music or something, especially for music, and that would be Xenoblade. Xenoblade Definitive Edition. Xenoblade would be number one. And there, yes,
really?
it was hard for me to say it, coming from a Kingdom Hearts fan. Yes, I find it a very deep place in my heart. No, but the fact is, it was the first ever game that made me actually go back off stream and literally go do side quests. Not even Kingdom Hearts actually made me do that, because back in the days, maybe I used to love Kingdom Hearts doing side quests and all and leveling up. But this game, considering all the factors of what makes it nice, is especially music. Music is beyond crazy. And I'm going to be honest, most of the music, especially during adventuring, Kingdom Hearts had great music, but the music compared to what Monolith did in most of the adventuring in the game are beyond crazy good. It's like they had this insane level of orchestra people that for a console game, I was blown away. I was like, I've never played a console game where it had such insane level of music. In fact, I was blown away. I was like, this music is so good, even if it's repetitive, I can just enjoy listening to it many times. Many freaking times, man. And the best part is the graphics. The graphics, I was blown away. The graphics, especially the whole where what's the name? Oh my goodness, I forgot the name already. What was it called? The Blue Rounds, where there's that giant fiery gorilla. That area was the best. And then there was the area where I'm at, which is
for the other Xenoblade games.
Which is the whole. I know. Trust me, I know. In fact, I'm judging way too early because I haven't even got into the other Xenoblade games. But for now, I would easily say Xenoblade 1 is still very strong. For now, of course, that considering the fact I haven't got into the other. The Gore Plains, thank you. The Gore Plains. That was insane. That area is so massive. It's the most beautiful area I've ever seen in a game, especially if you go at nighttime. The sky, it's insane. And if you think the sky looks so detailed, wait until you get to the area where I'm at, where you go at night and you see literally rainbow colors in the sky. And the best part is, you know what makes Xenoblade the most psychologically insanely good a story is knowing the fact that a whole civilization takes place on a Titan. That's what makes it even more insane. Imagine psychologically, a Titan is gonna come rising from the dead, and if that happens, all civilization would be gone in a mere of seconds. Like living in a Titan in space, literally on space, not space, like literally in the sky, in the sky, high up, because Titans are like insanely powerful and giants. They're like, that's why they're called Titans. And everything in civilization, they look like they're like puny ants living inside the Titan. And the best part is every region of the Titan is so detailed. That's what blew me away. You go in different parts of the Titan, you start saying, oh my god, is this really the upper part of the Titan? Holy shit, how beautiful civilization is here. It's crazy. And the best part, the combat system is very satisfying. It's not difficult. It's very straightforward. There are some things which might get hectic because it's a little bit fast pace of an action. So you have to be quick with strategizing. I can't stress enough how much I struggled against bosses that they were not difficult, but because they were grouped up, they became difficult because you get 4 characters doing so much damage that you don't even get a chance to heal. So the fact is, it's not some enemies were overpowered, it's because there were too many in numbers, and we got screwed because of it. Because otherwise, fighting them on their own, they're like puny babies. You can easily defeat them. But besides that, I think I also like the gem crafting system, and not just that, the characters are fantastic. We're not gonna even talk about the characters like Ricky. Ricky is the best fucking character, and I don't give a crap whatever anyone says. He's the best freaking character, best boy ever, best cutest freaking character I've ever seen in my life. He's the cutest character I've ever seen. He's so cute. Every time he speaks, he's adorable. He's so cute, man. He's really cute.
Nathan, wait for the second game. At the first game, I want to see your opinion about that.
Don't worry.
It's not a spoiler.
Don't worry.
Just so you know.
Trust me.
It's not a spoiler, but they're going to be a Napon main character in the second and the third game.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Perfect. I'm happy then. Good stuff. Well, what I will also say, besides the whole characters and all that, the story is insanely good. The story was mind-blowing. Especially the beginning was sad, was badass. And again, this is all on a console game. It's on the Switch. It's an exclusive game. That's what blew me away. In fact, I think Xenoblade, in comparison to any other games, and with all due respect even to the Zelda fans, like, Zelda's fantastic, and Breath of the Wild is crazy. But I'm gonna say this, the truthful, even if it hurts, in the most honest way, in my opinion, Zelda Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom doesn't even get close with the insane level of graphics that Xenoblade games have. Not even close. Not even close. The detail is insanely crazy. Like, they're all good. They all have their own things. But in graphic-wise, it doesn't even get close to what Xenoblade delivers in terms of graphics. We're talking about graphics, not gameplay. Gameplay, they're completely different. But that's just from a graphics point. And the music. Holy fuck, the music. And now, if I'm comparing it to Kingdom Hearts, you know the music is insane. Because Kingdom Hearts has phenomenal music, but holy fuck, the whole Xenoblade music, especially the adventure music, that is crazy good. So everything about it is fantastic. Not to mention, even like literally crafting gems is so fun and addicting in that game. Because you get to hear them like repeating the same dialogues, which is just so funny to hear over and over. It doesn't get boring hearing them. Like, imagine you're like going there and you hear Ryan and Shulk and they go like, to you, to me, to you, to me, I got it to you. it's always funny, you know, and that's what I like about it. And the best part is their personalities are so good. Ryan just being the absolute brotherly idiot that you just love and admire. Shulk being the engineer idiot, and then you got Sharla, which is pretty much the sister / motherly figure of the whole team, because she cares so much about her little brother, or not brother. I'm not sure who he was. Maybe he.
Brother, please.
Oh yeah, brother, right?
Weird.
Yeah,
not brother.
Not brother, right?
Okay, this is funny. Nathan goes, I'm not gonna get into the characters. Ends up getting into the characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're too good. They're too good to not talk about them. They're really, especially Ricky, man. I don't know why people give crap about Ricky. Ricky is such an adorable freaking character. I don't understand how people find him annoying. His voice is so good, man. Every time I hear him talk, he just makes me laugh and just always fun. I've never had a character interaction in any RPG game where you find that one character always making you laugh and happy. Every time he talks, he just goes like, Ricky's so happy for everyone. Ricky likes to jump here. Ricky is going to celebrate with all friends. And every time his accent and everything is perfect. Everything about that character is insanely good. I've never seen.
Then it's you against British people.
No, I'm just saying. I freaking love the accent. The accent and everything is fantastic. And no, it's not because the fact like I love the British accent and all, but I think it's the way how they found the voice acting, which fits the character perfectly. Like imagine you find Ricky with a cute voice. He's literally a fluff ball. He's a very tiny fluff ball in the character.
Fluffy.
Like where are you gonna find it? Where are you gonna find the fluff ball
Fluffy.
with a cute British character accent? Tell me where you're gonna find a character like that. So
Nathan,
Yeah.
I really think we should move on.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
we
what
are.
Yeah,
It's already been
yeah.
3 hours
Yeah,
streaming, and we're
yeah.
still
Yes.
not done with the.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
also,
yeah.
I have to go to bed because I kind of want to
okay,
get to
you talk
Okay.
then. Go for it.
And Leor, you go, Leor, so you can go.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So my first day, so go taking first place. The gold medal goes to drumroll, please.
Drum.
There
Drum.
you go.
Undertale.
Undertale.
Oh
Okay,
really?
yeah, that's a very good one.
Okay, that's a good.
Yeah, listen. The
Really?
reason why I chose this game above all else and why it is in first place is because it helped me so much when I was in the very dark. I used to
Oh.
be very. I used to. It used to be in the phase in life where I just give up and be depressed over every little thing that I thought I was
Okay.
failing at, or felt like I was not doing good enough.
Mm-hmm.
But Undertale just simply it taught me to never give up on myself, and that my choices do matter no matter what. No matter what, I need to stay determined, and it made such a huge impact on me that I literally changed into being less timid and afraid of everything. To be more to give a chance to everything, no matter what, even if things won't go the
Despite
way I want.
everything, it's still you.
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
Thank
That's
you,
a good
Bestie. Thank you.
choice. Nice. That's a good. Nice. That's absolutely
Such
awesome
an
choice.
interesting, emotionally connected game to you. I like that. Very nice.
I
Yeah,
get that.
and it's the reason why you see Leo Dragon Delta today. It literally was part of its
Oh,
birth.
that's
Because-
lovely. Very
What you
nice.
guys
Okay.
don't know.
Were you inspired
actually,
by Asriel?
a little bit, but but what you don't know, my character was used to be a Sonic persona.
Sonic
It
Persona.
was.
Oh,
That's
okay.
cool. That's cool.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a white hedgehog that looks kind of like Sonic. It was basically Sonic's older brother.
Hey, yo,
Mhm.
that's nice. Sonic fans are gonna be happy to hear that.
Yeah, but I
That's
kind of
cool.
grew out of my Sonic phase because I wanted something that was more original, for me. Something
Mhm.
that was connected to my story and what I've been through.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah,
very
It
well.
was with
After
me and my
learning about
Spider-Man
Undertale-
face, and then me with this.
Yeah,
Huh.
basically with Undertale, I realized I wanted something that would be fitting more to my story and how it became the god of creation and everything.
Mhm. I
Very
see.
nice. Very nice.
Awesome. Nice. Very awesome choice. Really respect that. Very good.
Very
Okay,
nice.
so okay, nice, very awesome. So
Okay,
I'm going to
so yeah, that's Undertale for me.
awesome. Okay,
So
so
yeah,
I'm
and
gonna,
now I have to go to bed because it's getting late and I have to
Okay,
wake up
no
early
problem.
because I'm going
Okay,
home
nice,
tomorrow and
Bestie.
I'm going to
Yeah,
celebrate
yeah,
the
Thanks for
Bestie.
joining us.
Yeah.
bye bye.
Thank you for joining us and take care.
Take care. Nate,
Goodbye.
Leon.
Oh, and Nathan, I have one thing to say to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you're gonna do. I know what you're gonna do. Just
Eat your
do it.
sandwich.
No,
Hey,
he didn't
you
say
can
anything.
you can eat the sandwich. Here you go, mate. Here you go. You have a sandwich right here. You can eat the sandwich. He's
I
gonna.
called it.
Yeah,
I know my bestie
I know,
too
I know,
well.
I know what he's gonna do. I know what he's. What are you gonna do, sir? What you gonna do?
Shove
What
it
you
up
gonna
your butt.
What you gonna do?
That's another
What
way.
you gonna do to
Okay.
me? I'm an elf. What you gonna do to an elf? Did he just leave? Wait, did you leave?
Yeah,
Yes.
just leave. He
Oh.
leave. He left.
He just
Yeah,
he,
never
just,
mind.
he just said he's gonna do something and he left. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, that's his point
Sa-
he's trying to make.
Savage.
Okay, everybody.
Savage.
Okay, Nathan. Okay. Okay, so my first place, I'm actually gonna go in honorable mention because there are a couple of games that I thought that are really good that definitely deserve to be also first place.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go first. There are a couple honorable mention. Then I'm going to say what's my top for first place. So it's Okami, The Won't End With You, Neo, The Won't End With You, Gravity Rush 2, Marvel Spider-Man, and we got also The Evil Within, Ratchet and Clank Cracking Time, and also No More Heroes 2, and Danganronpa 2. And for the last one, Half-Life 2. Those are my honorable mention for the first place. All those could have been first place. I think that are really great games. But my top one is a game that kind of finished entire genre of absolutely awesome games franchise, which is Metal Gear Solid 4. And most people will gonna say Metal Gear Solid 1 or Metal Gear Solid 3. And it's kind of valid. I actually started playing Metal Gear Solid franchise actually from the third game, and then I played the other games. Yeah, this something that kind of happens a lot when I played PlayStation 2 games. I actually really enjoyed the third game, and I think they're really great. And actually playing Metal Gear Solid games actually opened me up for understanding that there's more to this with games when it comes to stories. Because before that, the only game that have a very impact gameplay and story was Kingdom Hearts. And when I started playing Metal Gear Solid 3, I saw how in depth story can get and how interesting a story can become and make you more invested. And also the gameplay make you have an option how you want to go through with stuff, and you can be creative as frequent every stuff you can want to do, and every approachable every boss not always have to be killed. You can also make them sleep. So that's also a very interesting perspective that they always go with the
I
other
see.
game. Yeah. So why the third game this series? Well, first reason is the fact that this is actually concluded the entire story of Metal Gear Solid. This is how they actually ended it, and I think it was a very beautiful end. It was a really good end that finishing the entire franchise. The gameplay was amazing. You can actually approach any kind of situation however you want. You can go guns blazing. You can be creative in how you play stuff. You can hide. There's also a camouflage system that you can actually just go and go to next to a wall or next to a floor, and you can just go and flash to that floor, and you can actually using that to actually go from place to place, and you can be very creative with that. And you have a lot, and you also can get yourself a very variety of guns, tons of guns, tons of different stuff you can get, and you can also customize them. By the way, you can customize your own guns and be quite creative on how you want to attack your enemies. And also it's definitely a game that I always enjoy playing. I'm playing this game so many times that I actually played on the most hardest difficulty ever. This was also the first game that I actually go and played on the first very, very difficult level, which is called Big Boss, which I actually managed to beat it. It was hell to finish it, but it was seriously fun and very hard. And the bosses are amazing. The boss and the gameplay are absolutely great. I really like them. And like I said, you can actually go whatever you like. You can either finish the bosses, just kill them, or you can actually just put them to sleep and you kind of not kill them. So it's actually kind of an interesting approach. And also the story is actually very fun. I actually got to a point that I was actually crying in the end because how they actually ended. It was really emotional.
I
really
see.
nice.
Cool.
Yeah, and I really like how they win with that because every character in the way that you're actually seeing the game is actually a character that actually provide to the conclusion of the story, which is amazing. And how they also connected to the other games in the series was really good and a really interesting way to actually make sure that people will understand the story, even though you cannot kind of understand the story because it's, let's face it, Metal Gear Solid's franchise story is kind of complicated, but it was a nice way to actually let people know how the story goes. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Okay, so yeah, we each of us already decided just gave our top 10. I hope you
Yeah.
like our top 10s, and I think we will finish the podcast with this. I think that will be a great place to finish it. Is somebody have some concluding stuff to say before we finishing the stream?
Yes, I would have people probably would have thought any of the Spider-Man games would be on my list, but I love the games, but I'm more fond of the series than the games.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, I understand that. The games are definitely great, but they have their own stuff that kind of hit and miss sometime. Yeah, I can understand
Yeah.
that. Okay,
Mhm.
so okay, let's see. Who who you guys want to rate today?
I was gonna think we rate a VTuber doing a game show, who actually is not an affiliate either, which I was surprised because
Oh.
this person is doing a
Really?
game show. Basically, it's called VTuber Game Show. Guess the anime opening with up to, I believe, he got 50 people in lineup, which is very impressive considering
Oh,
the
that's
fact
nice.
that probably, I'm not sure how long this person been streaming, but he's got 194 followers, which in my opinion he deserves more for organizing the event and doing something
Okay.
entertaining. And so
Okay,
yeah,
so give us your name. Write the name, please, on the
Sure.
chat.
let me tell you,
in,
his name is also really funny. J Pa. I almost said Papa for a
Okay.
moment.
No, it's
Which-
not your papa.
which
thank you.
which
They
which
can-
mean which
they can
means
papa.
which means daddy, by the way, in Maltese. That's actually what
Yeah.
it means.
Okay,
But it's
so write it down, please.
I did.
Yeah, put in
Did you
Discord
write it?
so we can write
Oh,
it correctly.
yep,
That we
yep,
can
yep,
rate the
yep.
Yeah,
right,
write it
right
down.
person.
Sure. Okay, dokie. So let me write it down. Looks interesting though. I wanted to actually partake in this like anime opening like game show, but unfortunately I didn't get accepted, which is okay. You know, like I'm always down for opportunities. There's always a better luck next time. So I'm always open to see. Oh my god, he's showing a Demon Slayer anime opening. How the fuck does nobody know that anime opening? I'm just gonna comment on something on that.
Okay,
I
buddy.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
Okay,
buddy,
time
it was
to rate.
absolutely great. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the stream. I
Thank
hope you had
you.
fun. It was
Thank
an
you,
absolutely
guys.
very fun podcast. Thank you very much. I hope everybody enjoyed. And for all those people that's watching from the recording from YouTube or Twitch, thank you very much for sticking around. We absolutely appreciate it. And we're
Yeah.
gonna upload this entire podcast
On YouTube.
on YouTube on our Vive Ventures YouTube channel. Make sure to
Yeah.
watch that too. And yeah, so thank you very much for coming. And for those people from the future, present, and the past,
Thank
I will
you,
see those people
guys.
on the next stream. Bye bye.
Thank you, guys.
bye.
Have a good
you,
one,
buddy.
everybody.
Yeah.
And take care.
Ta-da.
Thank you for listening to us and being here. We appreciate you a
Thank
lot
you.
and your support. Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Absolutely. Bye bye.
Bye.
Sayonara.
Bye. That's how you end it.